step into the day with the dawn ringing in my ears. Oh, well, I tune into my TV show. No better way, I gotta get myself into gear. Let's go. Oh, and I feel good today with my wake up in the morning espresso. I feel good today. It's my feel good breakfast show.
A very good morning to you. Welcome to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. This morning is proving very interesting. Somebody's doing some exercises as they start off their morning. We were wondering whether that's like yoga or Tai Chi.
Stop spying
But
on
ladies,
the people. Good morning.
hey, when you're doing it on your balcony, it's open for everyone to see, is it not? Anyway, speaking about things that are for everyone to see, our athletics team is really, really making us proud. And today we speak to one of our team members, Rashwal Samai, who's really doing great work out there in the championships.
Oh, exciting things. And then in today's local entertainment news, we also have news for everyone to know. Caroline van Jaarsveld reveals baby's name and gender.
And then, of course, JP Sebastian is in the house. Always so much fun as he tells us which movies are opening the weekend. And apparently he's still freaked out from It and Pennywise. So I'm like, I'm not going to go see it anytime soon.
Wait until the emoji movie starts creeping into his nightmares. All those poo emoji thoughts. JP, they're coming for you. And then, listen, I'm very, very excited to hear the voice of our guest artist today, Serame Siditi, all the way from Lesotho. He's been sound checking and he's sounding absolutely impeccable. So it's going to be that kind of morning. Listen, let's start off the day by taking a look at all the temperatures around our cities. I'm still wondering though, is that tight? Oh, she's gone. Okay, bye. Never mind. Probably heard us, watched it on the TV.
Good morning, team. Very warm welcome from my side as well. It's going to be a feel-good Thursday. Indeed, I can feel it. Let's start it off, as we always do, with your temperatures and weather. And it seems like the country can expect an early summer's day today with very warm temperatures in places and partly cloudy conditions all around. So stay cool, South Africa. Your temperatuur vanoggend, Polokwane begin op 11 grade minimum en 'n maximum 27. Mbombela 15, 28. Pretoria 13, 29. Johannesburg begin op 12 grade minimum en 'n maximum van 27. Mahikeng 15, 30. Klerksdorp 15 en 32 vandag. Kimberley begin op 18 en 'n baie warm 34 later vandag. Bloemfontein 13, 32. Richards Bay 20, 29. Pietermaritzburg starting off on 17 with the maximum 30. Durban 20, 25. Mthatha 17 and 35 later on today. Nice and hot. East London can expect a minimum of 18 with a maximum of 26 degrees. Cradock 15 and 35. Port Elizabeth 14, 25. George starting off on 13, reaching a high of 27 degrees. Sutherland 9 minimum and a maximum of 25. Cape Town 13, 21. Worcester 9, 27. Springbok starting off on 9 degrees minimum with a maximum of 29 degrees. And Uppington starting off on 20 and a very, very hot, scorching 37 degrees maximum. Well, that's a wrap of your weather and your temperatures for the 6:30 bulletin. We'll keep you updated throughout the course of your Thursday. I'm back just after 7 with another look.
Thank you, Ewan. Well, let's take a first look at your roads on this Thursday morning. In Gauteng in Merton, there's some protest action taking place on the R59 highway. Roads have been closed between Johan Leroux Road and Meyer Street, so you can expect delays in that area. And moving to the Western Cape in Bellville, on the N1 inbound, traffic is slow moving. That's between the R300 interchange and the Durban Road exit. That's where I leave your traffic for now. Another update coming your way in half an hour.
Now, in the world of sports, everybody loves a comeback story. And right here in South Africa, there aren't many stories that are as great as long jumper Rashwal Samai's. After humble beginnings and a few injury-prone seasons, the now superstar athlete finally got his break on the international stage this year with medal-winning performances at the London World Champs and the IAAF Diamond League final. Rashwal Samai is here with us this morning, and we look back at this unbelievable 2017 season that has been. It's so good to have you here with us, man. How are you doing?
Thanks for having me. I'm doing good.
Good. First thing I noticed is that you and I guess South African compatriot rivalry, Luvo Manyonga, you both rock up here with Air Force Ones. Is that like a thing? Do long jumpers like Air Force Ones?
No, the thing is, I love the Air Force One. I love the latest Air Force Ones, you know, and that's why I'm rocking it.
Oh, when you
today,
get that flying in. Okay, I see.
That's right.
Respect, dog. But listen, let's talk about your wonderful season that you've had as this comeback season, as I said. The World Championships in London, that proved to be your big break, and when you were certain that medal was going to be yours, that bronze medal was going to be yours. What was going through your mind, especially given what you've gone through in the past?
Most definitely, this medal represents my struggle in every single thing that I've been through. You know, over the past couple of years, you know, I've been through a lot. The 2 years has been a roller coaster ride for me. 2015.
There's the picture right there. Is that the feeling you get? You just go, oh.
Yeah, sometimes they haven't sunk in yet, you know. I'm still trying to figure out, is it possible? Is it real? You know, but now I'm more comfortable with it, you know, with what I've achieved, you know, and I'm still hungry for more, and I still want to get more, you know. So that is my goal to achieve and improve on my medal at London, and also going into World Champs 2019 and then Olympics Tokyo, just to get a different medal.
I'm going to ask just about, you know, how the country welcomed you back, but as I'm looking at these action pictures right now, I'm wondering to myself, as a professional long jumper who's so meticulous about your training, when you go through that jump, does every single bit of it go almost like frame by frame, like ba, 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 until you land? Is that what happens in your
Every
mind?
single thing get into this perspective. From the moment you start running till the moment you take off. You know, you train and you practice this in training each and every single day, basically, you know, in order to perform just that one jump. And it's the one jump that's going to take you to go further and to go better. You understand? And this one, when you're on the runway, the only thing you have to think about is jumping far.
I love that they call it the runway. It's like, 'cause then you're going to be taking off, and then your arms are aloft like that. But you're welcome back to South Africa since that medal at the championships. How's that been? How's South Africa welcomed you back?
The thing is, I've missed home. I've been away from home for 3 months, you know, being in Europe, training, also competing in the IAAF Champions of Diamond Leagues, you know, meetings and all that. And when I got home, I didn't say anyone that I'm coming home. I didn't say my mom, my family, nothing. I just told them I'm coming on this day. You know, and when I got to South Africa, I saw Athletic South Africa, and the people are just singing for me and celebrating my medal and our victory as a nation. And I was like, wow, I didn't expect this, although I didn't tell you guys anything, because I just wanted to get into the country very quietly.
One thing I've got to ask, looking at this picture, both of you celebrating, you and Luvo, what's the camaraderie like between the two? Is there a rivalry?
No, a lot of people think so. You know, for me, I try to be the best within myself as an athlete. You know, he also the same goes to him, you know. And we motivate each other, we push each other each and every single time. He will come sometimes to my room and we'll chill and we'll talk. So that's the things people don't know about. You know, people just think it's about, they jumping together, this is the rival, this is the rival. But it's not like that. We're trying to push each other and also boost each other into performing better and being better athletes at the end of the day.
Yeah, and I think at the end of the day, you are certainly pushing South Africans out there to be better as they watch you perform and you achieve for our country. So congratulations, super proud of you. Enjoy the time off. I understand it's a bit of off-season right now. And when the time comes, I trust that you'll be working as hard to make us all proud again. Thank you so much. Rushwell Samai.
Thank you.
There he is, our South African, beautiful, long-jumping champion, is somebody that we certainly are very, very proud of.
Absolutely. Well, it's time for us to take a look at what's happening on social media this morning. Now, today is the UN's International Day of Peace. And we wanted to know from you this morning, what do you think you can do in your community to foster peace and protection? Let's see. Chantal says, I'd love the army to step in on gang violence in Manenberg. Innocent people are losing their lives every day. Oscar says, I've trained neighborhood watch personnel to curb gang violence and other crime related in the community. Valdine says, the best way to make a community safer is to get a group of night watch in. Best option ever. And then Garth says, morning peeps, by getting those guys who sit on the streets work, that our community can have a good name, because it's ridiculous what they are doing. So keep those comments coming. What do you think you can do to make sure that your community is safer?
Well, we're taking a quick break on your Feel Good Breakfast show. Go refill those coffee cups. When we get back, we'll bring you all the insides about our local entertainment news.
Yeah, looking forward to that. It's going to be a beautiful day indeed as well. And also, weekend is just around the corner. JP Sebastian is in the house running us through the latest movies as to what you can expect this weekend. Stick around. We'll be back after the break.
Can you get the music up, please? Whoa. Can you get the music up? on the cold streets, living on the broken dreams. Keep us warm under your wings. We are the chosen people, but the skin covering a body. Hela wanana wa musoto na no sibana horeka wena kyashwa kyankepela a lirato laka ekareke kweta ketama yele ye mafati kimaboni ye banana bote banana bote banana bote kia urata wanesu wanesu nesu wanesu.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
I say welcome back. It is a Thursday morning and this is your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Thank you so much for starting off your morning with us as we take a look at some news from our entertainment scene on the local front.
Very exciting indeed.
Yeah.
Now, a few months ago, we confirmed the news of Caroline van Jaarsveld's new pregnancy. Now we're excited to share with you that the blonde beauty is expecting a baby
Boy!
girl.
Girl.
Two boys already. Come on.
Girl.
Taking to Instagram, Caroline shared photos of her baby shower and also revealed that she and Joe have already chosen a name for the little one. So do you want to know what the name is?
I know.
What is it?
Elizabeth.
No.
No.
It's cute. It's very short. It's Ella.
Oh,
That's
Ella.
so close though.
And really,
Elizabeth Ella?
But I love
No.
the spelling.
Lizzie.
I love the spelling of it. It's
Ella.
E-L-A-H. It's
Yeah.
beautiful.
So it could be Ela or Ella, but
Ella.
like I know the
Ella.
twins, it's Elia and Daniel, so I'm thinking it's gonna be
Very biblical, it's beautiful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very, very biblical.
Beautiful
So we
names.
wish them all the best and we can't wait to see the baby girl.
Baie geluk, Caroline,
I love
julle.
baby girls, they're so
Lekker,
cute.
Ella.
Now, sometimes celebs go on holiday and the pics they post to give us some serious FOMO. Take, for example, Kyle Deitch. Now, the musician who is currently in the United Kingdom shared these shots of his adventures in England, and boy, oh boy, are these pictures beautiful.
London,
From
bruv.
posing at a phone booth, which we have to do, of course, to taking in Big Ben and even just standing in the middle of the road. Kyle sure makes every photo look good.
He did that when he went to New York as well. Just gave us all the travel envy
I
in
know.
pictures.
And the thing
Yeah,
is,
that's
like,
a cool
even though we
photo.
know he's a local boy, he looks like a London bruv, innit?
He does,
Like, when you look at
doesn't
him,
he?
you're like, Skootning, Ratnung kind of thing. He's got that thing about it, yeah.
Well, after all of this cold, I'm sure you can't wait to take it back to the beach when he gets back here, hey?
Yeah.
See what you did there. Well, that was our local entertainment news for you this morning on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
All right, thank you so much, guys, for that roundup of our local entertainment news. Now, it is Thursday, which means yet another exciting episode of Top Billing is heading your way tonight on your TV screens. Now, this week, here's what you can look forward to. Jade Hupner meets up with a chart-topping duo called New Hero, and Chris Jafter meets a former Mr. World. Now, all that and more you can expect on Top Billing tonight at 8:30 on SABC3.
On Top Billing, we visit Andrew and Connie Atwood's Ant Bear Eco Lodge in the dreamy Drakensberg, where discarded becomes decor.
Wow. This is quite impressive. Andrew, you are obviously a creative genius.
We take articles that have ended their life and give them a new life, just repurposing what other people consider to be rubbish.
You get a front row seat to Durban's fashion fair and meet the boundary-breaking designers lighting up the runway.
The inspiration behind the collection was mainly inspired by gender fluidity. I designed menswear pieces that channeled into women's wear. I wanted to celebrate the individual in the collection where gender was irrelevant.
Things get crazy in Hermanus with local pop duo New Hero.
Woo! That was amazing.
You're back.
Probably one of the most exhilarating experiences of my life.
We meet the muscle man behind his very own fitness empire, Jaco de Brain.
Who said you can't have fun at gym? This Thursday, top billing, 8:30.
The stage is mine.
We explore the home multi-talented architecture graduate Natalie Moore built her parents.
Trust is something that I guess only fathers could do, and it was a long process, and what she brought to the party made it a lot easier to trust her.
And I'm glad he trusted me. He probably trusted me a little bit more than I trusted myself.
Well, you can trust us. You don't want to miss Top Billing this Thursday night at 8:30, repeat Sunday at 1. SABC 3, the stage is yours.
The stage is definitely yours, but let's see who's taking the stage when it comes to the box office top 5.
This is the South African top 5 box office hits over the last weekend. That's right, back to the wilderness, you hairy freak. Son of Bigfoot falls 5th. I feel like Academy Award winner Reese Witherspoon is underused, but Hollywood's got her home again in 4th. Oh sure, CIA, just put geopolitical subterfuge in the hands of a baby man. Bit late for that. American Assassin is 3rd. One weekend, one spot down, The Dark Tower is a steamy pile of number 2, so when you want Stephen King done scary, here it is. The movie everyone's too scared to watch, but still made biggest horror opening of all time. Beep beep box office.
Wow, wow, wee, wah. It is up there. It is up there. Ladies and gentlemen, JP Sebastian is in the house. How are you doing, sir?
I'm learning so much about psychology just watching your face every time you react to a horror movie. You guys don't know, but she got this nervous twitch in the corner of her mouth like, no. Do not want.
Yeah, just reminding myself. Yeah, but you told me this morning that you are skrikkerig now.
I'm a bit more delicate. Let's put it that way.
Okay. I did warn you, but it's all good. You don't want to listen to me. Let's talk about the movies opening up this weekend. The Emoji Movie.
Ma'am, indeed. You've put me straight into the middle of it. Okay, speaking of scary.
Is this scarier than It?
I've got to say, probably I feel like spiritually delicate because of the Emoji Movie.
Why?
Like, I feel at threat. I feel like I live in a universe that is totally hostile to me.
Okay.
No, anyway, let's all silliness aside, like, man, it is not good. Do not go watch the Emoji Movie unless you've totally, like, I don't know, you've just done like a triple heart bypass and you need to unwind. But it ostensibly feels like a glorified infomercial. It's filled with apps, and all the emojis have to play the games on the cell phone.
Yeah.
And you have to watch as they perform all these things. And it's got no wit for that reason. It doesn't try to be edgy or too dangerous because of corporate presence. Look, to be fair, kids love bright colors and fast movement. Might be appealing for that.
That's what I'm thinking about. Like, you and I might find it a little bit of a brain drain, but like a 5-year-old would be like, this is amazing.
I wish I were 5.
Okay, well, let's see if this other movie has piqued your interest. How would I pronounce this? Vaselinki?
Please, yeah, let's ask a South African. No, I'm not the best Afrikaans speaker, but...
it's like Vaseline with ki.
I'm from Cape Town, so I was going to say Vaselinchi. But,
okay.
Nevertheless, it is based on a book by the same name. It is the story of a young white girl who is raised by coloured grandparents, and I'm doing that in inverted commas, air quotes, because social services find out that they aren't actually her legitimate grandparents, but they took care of her whole life, and she's taken away to an orphanage.
Yeah.
So the young lady has to deal with the idea of parting with this family who, despite the superficial difference, treated her like one of their own.
Oh, wow.
And at this orphanage has to deal with being an outsider because she has a little bit of an accent and all that kind of stuff and whatnot. So I think, like, as a young adult movie, it's doing something quite nice, especially like in the wake of stuff like Boyhood and Moonlight, it looks like it's trying to be stylish and sophisticated. You don't have to show like young people dumb stuff just so that they see schmaltz. It looks clever as well and heartfelt at the same time.
Definitely worth watching. I love where South African films are going now.
Absolutely.
But coming up a little bit later on, we're talking about the movie Stronger, starring Jake Gyllenhaal. And I see JP already trying to keep back the tears. I don't know what that means, but we'll find out in a little bit. If you want to check out these movies or any others, go and see your closest new Metro cinema.
Find the best entertainment at new Metro cinemas. It's your scene.
Oh, we're taking a quick break on your Feel Good Breakfast show. Can I just say, every time JP Sebastian's here, I add another movie on the to-do list to go and watch. And I just never get to them.
It's so long right now.
Well, listen, we're going to take a look at what's trending, including a soccer fan gone wild. You do not want to miss out on that.
Is that a fan of soccer? Okay, anyway. And then listen, I'm so looking forward to hearing not only the golden voice that this man possesses, but also hearing his story. Siravesi Diti is in the studio, ladies and gentlemen. Come on! Come on!
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
At Samsung, we develop technology so you can live life. Samsung, a way of life.
Welcome back to it. This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso, right here on SABC3 on your Feel Good Thursday. It's going to get even better right now with some great stories that we have.
When you said feel good, you set me up and I was about to go breakfast show and you said Thursday.
Oh, really?
I was like, I had to just put it back.
Well done though.
All of it.
At least it tasted good. Listen, some of those funny, random and interesting stories, just like the situation right now, heading your way.
That's right. Well, you know what? When a baby learns their first words, it's very exciting. And generally when the little ones have their vocab down, they like to share the knowledge. And how's this? One sweet little boy trying to teach his kitten how to meow.
Wow.
That is so cute.
Yeah. I was kind of thinking like, who's teaching who, you know?
Yeah. I think the kitten's like, you're not doing it right.
Yeah. Why are you hurling insults at me?
We found another cool story. Now, you know that sometimes spectators at a sporting event can go a little bit overboard, especially when it comes to soccer matches. We've seen a whole lot of stuff. This one soccer match, however, there was a spectator that decided to run on the field, and it's a little doggy.
What on earth?
And was dribbling the ball, having the best time, and was actually really good. Look at that. They're like, can we have
that's an actual pro soccer match?
You want to play? That is so cute, though.
Was it like the mascot? Like, firstly, who let their dog run loose on the pitch?
Who takes their dog to the pitch?
I mean,
wow.
I guess that could provide some
Maybe
relief.
That dog can help Bafana.
Maybe that dog can help Bafana.
Yeah.
For 10 marks, Leanne, please explain. For 10 marks, please discuss.
Really good at dribbling. Really, really good.
You. So, Bella Leanne is saying our team is dog.
No,
that's
who
what
said
you're
that?
saying. Okay.
Hey, you're putting words in my mouth. Take it back like you did the last time. Take it back.
Anyway, listen, Mohaitsu Kinagomino Najwale from the rolling hills of Lesotho. We're joined this morning by none other than Serame Siditi. Overcoming a troubled past, Serame put all of his faith and energy into his talent, and since then he has been soaring. As a regular on various TV singing competitions, he has earned the love of each one of his fans, and he's been honored to join the international singing sensation that is All for One on stage. Ladies and gentlemen, he joins us this morning to perform Makoti.
Auhela wanana wa Lesotho nano sebana hurika wena kyashwa kyaikepela a lerato laka ekare kikweza kitama ile ye limafati kibaboni ye banana bote banana bote banana bote kia urata wanesu Wanesu, kia orata, wanesu, kia orata, wanesu, kia orata, wanesu, kia orata, wanesu, na wanesu, wanesu, kia shwana, kia shwana. Kiyashwana, kiyashwana, kiyakepela, kilorumela, pomalume, baton kupela, muhonga wameti, auhe,
Mogolo kwane Serame Siditi o mona o utlwile ngwaneso o utlwile. So good to have you here, my brother, and thank you so much for such a powerful and passion-filled performance. Thank you. And I need to know, because you were telling me earlier on, just off camera, about the past that you came from.
Yeah.
And how it inspired who you are right now. Tell us a bit more about that.
My story started in 1984. I was born then. In 1994, I started singing, and I lost my mother in 1999. I've been praising in and out ever since 2001 up to 2005. You know, there was a time when Minister Ngonde Balfour released like thousands and thousands of prisoners.
Okay.
I was one of them, and I never went back. So I've been actually trying to shape my life through music. So this is what I do for a living, actually. Yeah.
What happened? What brought you to that point? When was it while you were in prison that you decided that you needed to follow this passion of music in order to get yourself out of there?
I started 23 years ago singing, so it actually was there before. And then when I was actually thinking that I lost everything because I'm an orphan, I don't have a mother, sister, brother, all of that. So the only thing that kept me going, the only thing that is close to me throughout my life is music. So I felt like I needed to take care of this baby that actually has been my guardian throughout all this time.
And how he's taking care of you right now. The man will be performing Kufe. Make sure you get your tickets because he'll be part of the cast of opening acts that'll be opening up for him. None other than Davido. Koma Kufe, Tolani tickets. Get the tickets now. Get those tickets. We'll get more from the man a bit later on.
In the national news this morning, cell phone network providers have 14 days to respond to demands, including free SMSs, data that doesn't expire, and affordable data and airtime. This comes after the Right to Know group picketers gathered at the headquarters of cell phone network operators earlier this week, saying that data prices in the country are exorbitant compared to other parts of the continent. The South African Federation of Trade Unions says that it supports the civil group's demonstration, as all South Africans should have the right to affordable means of communication. Stats SA has announced that the headline consumer price index for all urban areas annual inflation rate in August 2017 was 4.8%. This rate was 0.2% percentage points higher than the corresponding annual rate of 4.6% in July 2017. On average, prices increased by 0.1% between July 2017 and August 2017. Now moving further abroad, a strong earthquake has struck central Mexico, killing more than 200 people and toppling dozens of buildings in the capital of Mexico City. According to local media reports, at least 30 people, mostly children, died after a school collapsed during the 7.1 magnitude quake, which also caused major damage to neighboring states. The country is prone to earthquakes, and earlier this month, an 8.1 magnitude tremor in the south left at least 90 people dead. And then finally, Hurricane Maria made landfall in Puerto Rico yesterday, pummeling the U.S. territory after killing at least 2 people on its passage through the Caribbean. Puerto Rico's Governor Ricardo Rossello has told residents to brace for, quote, the worst storm of the last century, opening 500 shelters that can accommodate 67,000 people. Hurricane Maria is the strongest storm to hit the Caribbean island since 1932 and is the second monster storm to smash into the Caribbean in the fortnight. Well, that was your 7 o'clock news update. Let's get a look at what's happening in the world of sport. Here's Ewan.
Thank you so much, Leanne, and good morning to all your sports fans. Let's quickly take a look at what's happening in the world of sport and soccer news. Kaizer Chiefs beat Maritzburg United by 2-0 in the Premier Soccer League last night to hand United their very first defeat of the season. Now, Chiefs walked away with all 3 points up for grabs thanks to a brace from Gustavo Paez, who grabbed a goal in each half. Now, elsewhere in the PSL last night, Wits fell to AmaZulu by 3-0. Arrows edged Equena 1-0, while Baroka beat Celtic by 2-0. Then Manchester United moved through to the 4th round of the English League Cup last night after cruising past Burton Albion by 4-1. Now, despite Burton getting a goal back in extra time, the game was already wrapped up by the 60th minute as United raced to a 4-0 lead. In other results from round 3, Man City edged West Brom 2-1. Chelsea put 5 past Nottingham Forest, while Arsenal beat Doncaster by 1-0. Then sticking with soccer, the South African women's soccer team will be in action today as they take on Zambia in the semi-finals of the COSAFA Championship in Zimbabwe. Banyana booked their place in the last 4 after finishing top of their group ahead of Botswana, Lesotho and Namibia with 2 wins and a draw. Now, South Africa's match kicks off at 1 p.m. today, while the other semi-final sees Kenya taking on Zimbabwe at 4 o'clock this afternoon. And lastly, the Commonwealth Games Federation announced yesterday that potential candidate cities will have until the end of the month to submit their bids to host the 2022 showpiece. Now, Durban was set to become the first African city to hold the Games, but were removed as host back in March after failing to meet certain financial requirements. Now, while Britain's Birmingham City is currently the favorite to host the 2022 event, Malaysian capital Kuala Lumpur and Victoria, Canada are still in the running. That's a wrap of your sports for now. We'll get into it again a little bit later on this morning.
Well, let's take another look at your roads, starting off in Gauteng and Johannesburg. Just a quick couple of updates. In Benrose, there's been an accident that's on the M3 eastbound causing delays. In Sunninghill on the N1 southbound, there's a stationary truck and it's blocking the left lane before Rivonia Road exit. And in Edenvale, there's also a stationary vehicle on the N3 northbound before the Modderfontein Road exit. Moving to the Western Cape in Khayelitsha on the N2 inbound, traffic is slow moving between the R300 interchange and the Borchards Quarry Road exit. That's where I leave your traffic for now on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
All right, just after 7 o'clock, let's quickly get another roundup of your weather for your Thursday. And it looks like you can expect a nice and early summer's day today. Hot temperatures are expected mostly for the country as well as partly cloudy conditions. So stay cool today, South Africa. We'll run you through quickly. Polokwane begin op 11 grade minimum en 'n maximum van 27 grade. Mbombela 15, 28. Pretoria begin op 13, dit styg na 29. Johannesburg 12, 27. Mahikeng 15, 30. Klerksdorp 15, 32. Kimberley begin op 18, dit styg na 'n baie warm 34 grade later vandag. Bloemfontein 13, 32. Richards Bay 20, 29. Pietermaritzburg on 17 this morning with a maximum of 30. Durban 20, 25. Tata starting off on 17 with a maximum of a very hot 35 degrees. You can also expect some thunder showers for your Thursday. East London 18, 26. Cradock 15, 35 expected. Port Elizabeth starting off on 14 with a maximum mild 25. George 13, 27. Sutherland 9, 25. Cape Town 13, 21. Worcester 9, 27. Springbok starting off on 9 degrees as well, reaching a maximum of 29. And Uppington kicking things off on 20 minimum this morning and a scorching 37 degrees later on. That's a wrap of your weather and your temperatures for the 7 o'clock bulletin. One more update heading your way in an hour's time just after 8.
Well, there's an event that was talking about the development of tourism happening in Cape Town yesterday, and it is the Wine and Food Tourism Conference. Everybody talking about what hotels, wineries and restaurants play a role in promoting a sustainable future. Also talking about taking wine, food and travel to new heights. Business Report said supporting the development of South African tourism through wine and good food. It's good to see that everybody is, looking at how we can develop tourism in our country. Also here, great to see roots, towns and regions coming together under one umbrella. Or rather at Visit Winelands. And then someone says here, tourism has the power to create jobs, enrich lives and bring people together. Absolutely. So if you want to see everything that went down, go to #WFConf 2017.
As you can see, Emma and I are getting ready for a hectic workout session, which will come shortly to you after the ad break. We're helping you get summer body ready. Plus, we'll be getting into the kitchen to make a frozen banana and coconut smoothie, all right? You can even do these exercises with your coffee, so it's okay. Hey, Emma.
Yes.
Dreaming of prizes, fame and fortune? It's now your chance of a lifetime to join your favorite celebrities in paradise and become famous like them on Tropica Island of Treasure, Maldives. Plus, a chance to win a shared smooth 1 million rand. Buy Tropica, enter and come to the auditions on Saturday the 30th of September at Cavendish Square, Cape Town. 7th of October at Gateway, Durban. Or 14th of October at The Zone, Johannesburg. Grab a Tropica for details. There's nothing smoother.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Alrighty, welcome back to it. Your Feel Good Breakfast Show is live, large, and in charge on this Thursday morning. Thank you so much for joining us. Now, listen, I think all of us love shopping and getting rewards. It's one of the best feelings ever, and one of my favorite ways to do so is with the W Rewards program at Woolies. Now, it's completely free and comes with a whole host of savings and benefits. And now, with the increasing trend of digitizing rewards programs for shoppers, Woolworths' latest addition to their arsenal is the new app that recently launched. And it's essentially taking all of the benefits of being an amazing, loyal Woolies customer and packaging it all into one app so that you can just tap into your world of W Rewards. And I know that, Leanne, you've been trying it out now for the past couple of
I
weeks.
have. It's so cool. It's user-friendly.
Yeah.
It's so colorful. And everything that I would need as a W Rewards member or shopper is definitely here. It's really, really nice.
Get a bit of day
touch of my body.
something there.
Hello. I might just look at this a
Get a
little
bit of
longer.
deliciousness on top of him. I don't know if they're trying to say something, but
Pretty
anyway.
cool. It's so cool.
But yeah, so what it really does is it stores all of your savings from W Rewards purchases so that you can actually view it all very, very easily on the app. You can also view all of your available vouchers right there on the app as well. And of course, with the barcodes that you can then scan them in-store directly off your phone. You can also see what rewards tier you're on and what you need to do in order to reach the next level. And as you move up the tiers, you can also get a variety of extra benefits like more savings and exclusive invites and to launches, eh?
Wow,
Yeah,
absolutely.
exactly.
I love that. Just talking about the savings that you mentioned,
Yeah.
I'm on that page right now. Vouchers right there, as you can
Yes.
see what's available. And then what I really liked as well, Kat, is the fact that all the clothes that we wear on the show is available on this app as well. So it's really, really wonderful. So if you scroll down a little bit further down, you'll see there, oh, here's what the girls were wearing. And you'll just go through the pictures. There's the pants. I actually wore that, I think, on Tuesday.
Isn't
when
that
we
the
were
shirt I was
suiting
wearing
up.
on Monday?
That's the
The
shirt you
golf
were wearing.
shirt.
I
You
think
just click
this
on it.
pants is a pants that, didn't Zoe wear that as well? And this jacket,
those are
very,
my
very
pants. Those are
cool.
my
Hey,
pants. Those are my
so those are your pants.
Those are my pants.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. Sound like that. But it's really cool. It's really interactive. So easy to use. And I love the fact that the vouchers are on here. The savings are on here as well. So I can see exactly how many points I'm earning on it. And yeah, how much I'm saving at the end of the day. So nice.
Absolutely. I think Woolworths are really leading the way in shopper loyalty and, of course, experience with this brand new app. So do go out there and check it out. Download it to your phone. And, of course, you can download it directly to your device. And it's available at the App Store or on your Google Play.
Well, listen, it's Thursday morning, which means it's time for some fitness. We brought co-founder of the Warrior Warehouse, Emma Euster, with us in studio today. And you're going to show us a little bit of a high-intensity interval workout.
I am. I hope you're ready for this.
I am ready. I always love these things. And, of course, if you're at home, join us this morning because we're just using our bodies and some space.
Absolutely.
No
You can do
extra
this anywhere.
equipment.
Yes,
Okay, cool.
absolutely. Let's get started. First thing we're going to do, we're going to drop down onto our knees. So it's an alternating movement. And then as you come up, it's a knee hitch. And then you're going to switch. Yeah? You got it, girl. Keep
There we
going.
go.
Guys, you want to do 5 aside. That's 10 in total. And you can do 3 to 4 sets. Yeah, you got to keep your core going.
But the thing is also, it's a little harsh on the knee, so you have to go down gentle.
Absolutely. Which is fine because the control is what we're looking for. All right, the next thing we're going to go into is a side lunge, alternating between sides. So starting off one way, gallop over onto the other side. I love this one. Gets into the glutes and helps burn tons of calories. Yeah, girl? I love it. 4 more. There we go. Music Man, I love the decision. All right, next one we're going to do is a forward and back stepping lunge. Forward, same leg, stepping back, drop into a squat jump. And then you're going to do the same thing on the other side. So forward, back, drop into a jump.
Cool.
I love it.
I went down, up, but okay, you can go from top down.
Do you want to show me one? I don't even believe that you did one.
I did it. I'll show you. So you go forward.
Yeah.
Same leg, back.
Drop into a squat.
Drop into a squat and jump up.
Absolutely. All right, let's end off with some core. We're going to drop down. Hands nice and wide. Ladies, if you want to be on your knees, you can. Otherwise, up, drop, twist around.
Okay.
All right. Twist. How are we doing? Yeah.
Doing good.
Absolutely. This girl's got it going on. I'm super impressed.
Surely, but remember, this is for TV, so it's only like a little bit that I'm doing.
I know. So guys, what you're wanting to do is like 10 to 20 of each, 3 to 4 sets to wrap it up. This should take you half an hour, and it is insane.
Oh, Emma, thank you so much for joining us. Tell us, where can people get a hold of you?
Sunningdale Virgin Active is where I'm based. Get a hold of us or head on over to our website.
Oh, awesome. Well, that was our workout for you for this morning, but let's head on over to the kitchen.
Love it, getting nice and active on your Thursday morning. Well done, Zoe. But right now, after a good old workout, let's start your morning with a delicious smoothie. I'm going to welcome in here. Go, get in here, Zoe. Hoe voel jy? Is jy reg?
Ek voel lekker, yes.
Good workout, good workout. So I'm going to spoil you with a frozen banana and coconut smoothie.
Ooh, okay.
How does that sound?
It sounds good.
All right. Are you going to help me out?
Yes.
This time around? All
okay,
right.
cool. I won't spill any ingredients.
You're going to make sure everything goes in?
Yeah, tell me what I need to put in.
Let's start with your frozen bananas. All
Okay.
right. Great source of vitamin B6 as well, especially to start your day. Sure, Zoe.
They are frozen.
You kan nie hande gebruik, weet jy. You actually can use your hands. It's actually easier.
But you're going to drink it too, so there you go.
Okay, let's keep it in there. All right, then we have some almond butter, all right, which is also a great sense of protein.
Yes, I love almond butter.
Yes, brilliant stuff. Okay.
Peanut butter and, well, almond butter and bananas is always a great combination.
It is, winning combination. Then some just plain yogurt, a great source of calcium as well. Good for the bones. There we go.
There we go.
Right. And then we have some whey protein on this side. Now, this is considered a complete protein with all 9 amino acids, especially after a good workout. This is exactly what you need. And then we're going to top it off with some coconut milk. Easy as that. And this is going to be a rich, creamy smoothie.
Definitely going to be packed with protein.
Absolutely. But this is what you need.
This is what you need.
You know, ladies, don't be scared of protein. We need it. All right.
Okay.
And now it's just a matter of blasting it up.
Getting it in there. See, I recently got myself one, so I'm like trying to stock up on like recipes and get options. So it's definitely going to be a winner.
Now the keyword is drink. SMS that to 33728. That's drink to 33728. And you could have this for breakfast this morning. Why not? Oh, goodness, no. Nice and smooth. And
there we go.
Creamy. Look at that.
Very creamy.
Yes. Perfect stuff. It's going to fill you up as well. Breakfast on the go.
You get that banana and...
There we go. And that's how you make a frozen banana and coconut smoothie. Keyword is drink. SMS that to 33728. Find out because it's amazing.
Oi, don't have it all there. Thanks, guys. Just do the photo and then just keep it there. Thanks. Anyway, you know what day it is today?
It's someone's birthday?
No, it's a Thursday.
Yay!
It's a Thursday. But it is the legendary Bakkies Botha's 38th birthday tomorrow. Okay. So we're taking a look back at some interesting facts as a tribute to the former Bok Lock for Throwback Thursday. Can we do that?
Let's do it.
Firstly, did you know that before all of the fame and fortune, Bakkies actually played for the under-19 and under-23 Springbok side before being chosen for the South African A team?
We love Bakkies Botha. Now, he was also nicknamed the Enforcer for his extremely physical style of play. Yeah,
wow.
He's the one who enforced that. And then, of course, when asked which rugby player he enjoyed playing with the most, he said Victor Matfield, because they complemented each other as a lock combination, and that he's a true professional on and off the field.
They're like inseparable.
They are.
Soos Bode. Yeah. Bakkies Bode. Bakkies Botha. Did you know that Bakkies is the only player in the history of the rugby union to date to have won a hat-trick of Super Rugby and European rugby titles? Wow. I didn't know that. It's an amazing, amazing fact.
I had no idea, but now I'm just thinking about Bakkies Botha. I'm sorry. It's
wow.
Just, you put it right in there. Anyways, who is your favorite South African rugby player? Let us know your thoughts using our hashtag Expresso Show and Throwback Thursday.
Wow.
Bakkies Botha.
Right, well, still ahead on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, we highlight World Alzheimer's Day, and we're going to be spotlighting, or just showing the spotlight on a home that's doing incredible things for those living with Alzheimer's. It's a real Feel Good story for your Thursday morning. And then jumping into the kitchen with the lovely Grace Stevens. So we had a coconut smoothie earlier on. Now we're making a decadent coconut cake.
Oh, I love coconut.
Hey?
Don't you love coconut?
Gonna be amazing.
Yeah.
Stick around for that.
To celebrate the 10th anniversary of a direct flight between Cape Town and Istanbul, Turkish Airlines has a special gift for you.
Flying direct from Cape Town, enjoy a stopover in Istanbul and get complimentary accommodation while you take in the spectacular views, incredible food, and do a tour or two before making your way to your destination. It's the perfect break on your travel adventure.
So come and enjoy the country known for its hospitality and good food like I did.
Turkish Airlines, widen your world.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
A very good morning to you and a warm welcome to your feel-good breakfast show, Expresso, on SABC3. And it's time this morning that we turn our attention to a very serious and pertinent topic. Now, the 21st of September, which is today, marks World Alzheimer's Day, and it aims to bring awareness to an illness that affects millions of people around the world. Alzheimer's is an illness that affects the brain and, of course, manifests in the form of memory loss and language problems, impaired judgment, and, of course, in some cases, difficulty recognizing the loved ones around you.
That's right. Well, there's still this huge misconception about Alzheimer's in South Africa, and many people think it comes naturally with growing old, but this is not the case. Alzheimer's is a disease, and often people can start displaying symptoms as young as in their 30s. Now, many sufferers live in lower income areas and don't have access to proper care, and today we want to highlight a home that is doing amazing work for those suffering with Alzheimer's.
Yeah, it's called Prim Villa, and they form part of an NGO called Methodist Homes, an organization that has dedicated themselves to caring for the aged.
2 million South Africans are diagnosed with some form of dementia. Alzheimer's disease is the most common form of dementia, and it affects multiple functions of the brain, including memory. Primvilla is an Alzheimer's home in Joburg where people like Trevor Pilling are given full-time care.
About 13 years ago, Trevor was transferred to Durban, and it was while we were living there that the Alzheimer's started manifesting. We weren't absolutely sure what it was. There were signs, but at no stage in the early stages did we think it was that. I think as a family, one faces tremendous challenges with someone that has Alzheimer's. Firstly, there is the absence of a father figure and a husband. There are days when you are really, really heartbroken about what you are experiencing, and other days where you force yourself to laugh in order to cope. You have to force yourself to pick up your life and to continue with your life, knowing that he is being cared for as well as he possibly can be cared for.
Sagrin Ramalinga moved to Johannesburg with his family in 2013 due to work commitments, and he not only has one family member in the care of Primvilla, but both his father and mother-in-law are residents at the home.
We could blame a lot of things, fate and so on. It is a very, very difficult and tough situation to be in. You know, initially there was a lot of anger and unacceptance about the condition and that it happened to a family where two members have the condition. So it's been tough, but after a while you pass that stage and then you try and do the best that you can given the situation and the circumstances. You try and create new memories and new experiences given their current condition.
Primvilla is one of 4 establishments run by the Methodist Homes Organization for people with Alzheimer's or other forms of dementia. With a specially trained staff of 75, they care for a capacity of 79 residents, but it's still not enough to meet the demand.
There is not enough emphasis on elderly care in South Africa. Unfortunately, the elderly are generally the forgotten generation. And we forget about the people that have worked all their lives to build this country to what it is. And the people that have left a phenomenal legacy, they're the ones that now need our help. And that is our job, to advocate and campaign for society to stand up and say, we have a responsibility to care for the aged in South Africa. They are part of our society. They have amazing wisdom and knowledge, and we're not drawing on that. World Alzheimer's Day is an opportunity for us to campaign, educate, and raise awareness that this is a real disease that affects real people. And they are human beings, and as long as there's blood pumping through their veins, we have a responsibility to care for them.
The staff of Primvilla are kept busy from dawn till dusk, feeding, bathing and running activities with residents, along with maintaining the premises, and most of them work 12-hour days, but they do it all with a smile on their faces, knowing that they're making a difference.
It's wonderful that there is a facility such as this, where Trevor has the care that he has, the level of care that he receives is heartwarming and allows me to continue with my life knowing that he is extremely well cared for.
I think because of the experience of having my mother-in-law here initially and the way the staff care for the people that are here, they make it like home away from home. And I think that's what we like about it, and that's why we moved my dad here as well.
You can't help but get emotionally involved, and you can't help but feel for these people and their families. And we like to be involved with the family members and with the residents. So if a family is struggling, we call them upstairs and we have counselling sessions. And it does take its toll occasionally on all of us, in fact, but we just make sure that we debrief and to support one another when things are getting very difficult.
I put my emotions aside and I focus on them because they need me most. So I want to make their day more special than mine.
With longer life expectancy in South Africa, more people are living to an age where they are at risk of developing dementia. Due to financial limitations, Methodist Homes can only provide care for a small number of South Africans, so more facilities like Primvilla are needed, and more emphasis on caring for the aged is imperative in the future.
Here at Expresso, we send all of our love and support for those living with Alzheimer's and the amazing people who care for them. It's important that we take days like this to educate ourselves on the realities of this degenerative disease, and it's even more important to know that there are people out there who can help.
Absolutely, and if you have a family member that may be showing signs of Alzheimer's, or if you want more information on the topic, then you can call the Alzheimer's SA helpline. The number to call is 0860 102 681. I'll give it to you again, 0860 102 681, and they'll be able to direct you to local support groups and put you in touch with the relevant healthcare professionals.
Now also make sure that you visit their website. It's alzheimers.org.za, and there you can find all the information you need. They have a detailed page that will explain how the disease works, as well as a list of 10 warning signs to look out for, along with the steps to take once being diagnosed.
All right, so from that very heartwarming note to something that's going to heat your stomach from the inside with those feel-good vibes, a delicious cake, coconut cake with the lovely Grace Stevens in the kitchen this morning. And this is the perfect kind of cake if you're thinking about a birthday maybe, or just, you know, to enjoy with a cup of tea on a Thursday afternoon.
Or
Why
for
not?
breakfast.
Or for breakfast. Okay, we want to go there. Grace, lovely to have you back in the kitchen. Yeah, this coconut cake, man. This is going to be, I love the flavor of
nice
coconut cake. Yeah, exactly. It's nice and moist as well. So let's put it together.
Okay, well first we're going to start off, we're just going to whip our eggs and our sugar.
All right.
When I say we,
the
I
honors?
actually mean you.
Of course you do, of course you do.
So you do get that started. So you want to get it nice and pale,
Yeah.
okay? And then I've melted some coconut cream and some butter in here.
So that's just coconut cream and butter, easy.
And then I toasted some coconut on this is just a naked pan, put the coconut in there on some medium heat, and then I'm going to put that in with my flour.
Oh, you can smell that, eh? It smells amazing.
It just brings out
Once
all the
it's toasted,
oils, and
exactly.
it's absolutely amazing. And then my raising agent, put
There
that
we go.
in there. Okay, so,
Well, there we go.
all right,
This
so now
looks good.
this, and this is such a quick sponge. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with my flour. So you whip,
Okay.
you whip,
I whip.
I'll nay-nay.
Well, you'll do the nay-nay, right?
And then I just put a little bit of this in. And then...
All right. So you go bit by bit, basically.
bit by bit until you got... So you start with flour, end with flour. That's just the rule. Don't know,
Okay.
I didn't make the rule.
But that's the rule.
That's the rule.
And like we heard yesterday in the culinary hotline, baking is a science. Don't mess with it.
Okay. And then finish up with my flour. Oh, that's looking amazing.
Look at that.
You're the best kitchen assistant.
Well, you know what? That came together very, very nice, I must say.
Easy peasy.
Very, very easy. Okay.
So I divide it amongst my pans.
Yes.
Pop it in a oven, 180.
Okay, so basically in
Probably
here,
about-
I think we should actually do
Let's
it. Now,
do
the
it.
keyword is cake, SMS that to 33728.
Look at that.
I
Easy
want to make
peasy.
it even, or as even as possible.
Not a train smash if it's not even.
There we go. I think I've managed.
Oh, look at that coconut sticking out there.
Yeah.
That's just going to be amazing.
See, this part can go here. And the keyword is cake, SMS that to 33728. So you mentioned into the oven.
Yep.
And then?
For about 30 minutes.
All right.
Right, so let that cool afterwards. So you take them straight out the pan when they're baked.
Yes.
Pop them in a cooling rack, let them cool.
Okay.
Okay, then we're going to whip up our... So I've got some buttercream here. Okay.
Right.
So butter for buttercream.
Got it.
Okay. And some icing sugar.
All right.
And then a little bit more of the coconut cream.
Okay.
So you're going to get those flavors going through the whole
Because
time.
we can never have enough.
And then you just whip it up.
Okay, that's if our thing is working, but unfortunately...
It's fine.
It's
Look what
not
I
plugged
made
in,
earlier.
unfortunately. It's okay though, but that's how you make it. Okay, you end up with that.
So
right.
you end up with this, which is great. And you know, you can make this the day before.
Yeah.
You don't have to make it all together.
Okay, and then it's just
So
a matter of...
So let's just move this over here, and I'm going to show you a
Okay.
cool trick. So I love cool tricks.
Okay.
Okay, so pass me that big spatula over there. So I'm
This
gonna,
guy?
Yeah, let's
All
get
right.
this baby up. Okay.
Wow, okay.
So hand on either side like that. And then I'm just going to roll it in my coconut.
Is that the easiest way to do it?
This actually is the only way. What do you mean?
Okay. No, just checking. I would literally just... But then again, I know you don't want to have the coconuts all over
And look at
the
that.
serving tray.
fairy cake.
And there you have it.
Yeah.
And there you have it. So obviously you do the top now as well.
So do the top, and then you put some more coconut on the top, and then slice it, and it's ready for breakfast. I mean, coffee, cake.
Hey, there's coconuts in there, all right? And coconut normally goes with breakfast, so why not? The keyword is cake. SMS that to 33728. That's cake to 33728. We'll get you the recipe. You can also check it out on our website, expressoshow.com. Grace, always lovely to have you in the kitchen. Thank you very much. This one's a gem. Cake to 33728.
That's actually perfect for breakfast. I think that's the perfect idea. Now, Thursdays are all about inspiration in the Afternoon Express kitchen as resident chef Clem prepares a simple yet amazing dessert. Marbled meringues with mascarpone filling inspired by a beautiful Mont Blanc stone surface capturing the essence of the Alps. But it doesn't stop there. We all love the tangy flavor of mayonnaise, and Chef Clem shows us how easy it is to spice up with 3 interesting and flavorful variations.
Oh, well, listen, that looks amazing. And we're going to take a quick break on your Feel Good Breakfast show. When we get back, it's international entertainment news, and Halle Berry has a new babe.
Oh, my goodness. And listen, if you're looking to go to the cinema this coming weekend and you're wondering what to watch, then stay tuned. We'll be taking a look at Jake Gyllenhaal's brand new release called Stronger, and JP Sebastian is here to talk to us about it. Stay tuned. We will be right back.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back. It's your Feel Good Breakfast Show. We missed you. We hope you missed us too. Well, it's time for us to take a look at what is happening in our international entertainment news.
Well, we have a new couple alert, everybody. It's been almost 2 years since Halle Berry split from hubby Olivia Martinez and has now confirmed her new relationship status. While taking to Instagram, Halle posted this photo of her and musician Alex the Kid in a loving embrace and captioned it, "My balance." And if making it Instagram official wasn't enough, this week the couple also stepped out for their first appearance together, with onlookers saying that they clearly looked very much in love.
She has not aged. Can we just point that out? But
No,
well
she
done.
looks She looks amazing.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Alex
New
the Kid
love.
is definitely a step away from the usual
Yes.
guys that she's had in the past. Anyways, from a new romance to a new baby, Aaron and Lauren Paul are set to become parents. Taking to Instagram, Aaron shared this adorable photo of his pregnant baby mama and captioned it, "Look what I did." This will be the first child for the couple who married back in 2013. No word on the gender or names as yet, or how far along Lauren actually is, but sources say they are over the moon and they're ready to step into parenthood. Very cool.
That's the best caption. Look what I did.
Look what I did.
Yes. Well done.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
That's a roundup of your international entertainment news. That's what we did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did it work? No?
No,
Did it
no.
work? No, just try it anyway. So let's talk movies. That'll work.
You're making it awkward.
JP and I were looking at those pictures right now. I can't believe Jesse is married. Unbelievable. Congratulations to him. Well, anyway, yes, it is time for us to talk movies right now. And it's not uncommon of late for Hollywood to give the big screen treatment to real-life tragedy stories. And while many of them are arguably more action-packed spectacles, Tomorrow Stronger tells a single person's true story as a victim of the Boston Marathon bombing. Jake Gyllenhaal portrays Jeff Bauman and his personal trial against despair and for physical and spiritual rehabilitation. This is Stronger.
Does it feel good? Yeah. All set? All right, when you're ready, I'm going to scoot your head before you stand up.
Okay, let me just straighten out like that.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, scoot your head. Okay. Up, hips back, chest up, Jeffy. Chest up, okay? Chest up, chest up, chest up. Good, good, okay? That's amazing. Good. Okay? You are so tall. All right, okay.
Gosh, I've been a little sore.
Oh my God. Okay.
Nah, so many needles on my legs.
You look awesome. Good job, Jeffy. Amazing, Jeffy. Looks amazing. Keep going. It's the first time. It's the first time. Keep going.
I can't.
Let him sit.
I gotta sit down.
Okay. Yeah. Good job. Good job.
Oh, really moving scene from the upcoming Jake Gyllenhaal blockbuster called Stronger. And wow, I was just asking you right now whether Jake Gyllenhaal is just the poster child for all these tragic stories if you think about the roles he's had in the past. And you were just saying he's just plainly that good.
He's one of my favorites, man. Like, and also he's dynamic, you know, it's not necessarily all just tragic. The dude started with Bubble Boy. I don't know if anyone remembers that.
No.
It was like a teen comedy about, yes, Pete, how cameraman throwing up his hands for a cheesy teen comedy. But he's been all over the place, and I'll say it up front, this is probably going to be one that gets the Oscar.
Wow.
For performance.
Oscar nod or Oscar the Academy goes to?
I can't gamble, man.
If you're predicting it that far ahead. So what is it particularly about this movie that moved you, other than the fact that it is based on an inspiring true story and, of course, of recent memory, which makes it even more impactful?
I like a lot when, and you mentioned it at the, in your description to us, that it's this personal story. And like you watch something like Zero Dark 30, which is fine. And you watch something like Patriots Day, which has Mark Wahlberg in it, you know, what's the same story. And it tries to at least have an angle of suspense and realism and focusing on the attack and whatnot. This is an average Joe's, how do I get back on my feet? You know, and I'm not trying to be funny or anything like that. So a lot of these movies, and especially the ones that they call, and this one is in a way, Oscar bait, because someone's dealing with a physical difficulty and whatnot, you know, my left foot kind of story or whatnot. Wherever you have someone who's struggling with something like that, like say Still Alice with Julianne Moore, or and I think unfortunately a lot of the time, and it's still great to tell these stories, but the person almost needs to have this gloried past that they're falling from. A boxer who now is injured.
Somebody who happens to be profiled, let's say, in some way by the media, and their tragedy highlighted.
They've got profile, yeah. They've got. Julianne Moore is a professor in Still Alice or whatnot. This is an average guy.
Yeah.
And so how does the average person, because tragedy is non-discriminatory. Yeah. It's blind and it will fall on all of us eventually one day, and we have to be strong, you know, irrespective. So I think that is amazing for me. It's a small story.
Yeah.
And not enough. That story doesn't get told often enough.
Yeah.
Jake Gyllenhaal does justice.
Well, hopefully with stories like this, producers and directors and actors will be encouraged to take on more roles and more scripts like this. I fear to ask you what you're going to give it. How many popcorns out of 10?
I mean, David Gordon Green is one of my favorite directors of all time. Funny enough, he did Pineapple Express too, which is one of my favorite movies of all time.
Stark contrast.
But it's not necessarily as like fleshed out as you'd like. A lot of it can actually just sort of be like drama, just dread and whatnot. And I welled up 4 times. I cried once. And it reminded me of a bit of a passion play in a way, like from my Catholic upbringing. But yeah, it's just a great sort of uplifting story, feel-good story. Nothing necessarily much deeper than that. 7.5 out of 10. Sorry if I dragged that.
7.5 out of 10. All right, that's good.
Still, Jake could be up for the Oscar.
Okay, well, that's still good enough for my popcorn. I'll certainly go and check it out this weekend at my nearest new metro. You do the same and let us know if you do take a look at Stronger, what you think of the movie. We'll maybe have a discussion about it on Twitter someday. Thanks, JP. Have a good weekend.
You stay strong, bro.
Bim.
Well, it looks like a brilliant movie indeed, but sticking to the movies right now, this week the Expresso New Metro Movie Club has a prize that will make every spy fan jealous. Tickets to see Kingsman: The Golden Circle a week before everyone else, and that's exclusively in 4DX. Now this time the Kingsman's journey leads them to the discovery of an allied spy organization in the US, where these 2 elite secret organizations must band together. Now experience the spy adventure thriller in New Metro's multi-sensory 4DX cinemas, an exhilarating captivating cinema experience with high-tech motion seats and special environmental effects only at the V&A Waterfront in Cape Town, the Pavilion in Durban, Menlyn Park in Pretoria, Hyde Park and Emperor's Palace in Johannesburg. Now stand a chance to win double tickets to see Kingsman, the Golden Circle and 4DX at New Metro. Simply SMS the keyword Kingsman plus your name and city to 40675. And also remember, you need to add the city in which you're able to watch the screening. Now T's and C's can be found on expressoshow.com. Competition closes at midnight on 22nd of September, excuse me. That's tomorrow. You've got a little bit of time left. Now the big question here is, will the agencies work together to defeat a common enemy, or will they actually turn against each other in the end? So you can find out, of course, in Kingsman, the Golden Circle.
Find the best entertainment at New Metro Cinemas. It's your scene.
Whether it's new shoes, a new car, or even a new book, there's just something about the smell of newness that is absolutely incredible. And thanks to the Snappy Home app, you can keep your new home in pristine condition. And here's how.
Now, I'm pretty sure we've all gone through this before, where you're at that stage where the walls are freshly painted and the lawns are beautifully manicured, but how do you maintain that glossy appearance of a brand new home? Well, with the new home service app, you won't need to spend hours online looking for the perfect service provider to maintain your new home. Everything you need is a click away. And back with us in the studio is Tertia Bester, CEO of the revolutionary Snappy Home service app. And it's always good to have you here.
Thank you very much.
I was looking at the app now and quite surprised that there's a lot more services than there was initially when we did our very first interview. So clearly there's a lot of growth.
Yes, we add services every week, every day. We add more services because we want to become the one place to go to when it comes to the home.
Yeah. So let's talk about this one particular challenge that I think a whole lot of homeowners have faced, where you are trying to make memories in your new home, but you also want to keep it looking absolutely amazing. So how does Snappy Home help here?
Yeah, and it's so important. You know, people move into a home, and the average time that people stay in a home is for 7 years if they bought it. Renting is 3 years, but then they don't maintain that home. And you know, then you want to sell it after 7 years. True. And then you need to fix all these things at once. So we offer services from the normal maintenance, electrician, plumbing, handyman, pest control, to really going to painting, the bigger jobs, you know, if you want to get something varnished in your house, etc., etc. So we really offer anything that you want to in the palm of your hand.
So how do you vet your service providers to ensure that you have top quality service providers?
So critical, because we have a customer promise that we need to comply to, and that's to be on time, and I'm very pleased to say we're 90% of the cases on time.
That's brilliant.
Then we want to do it right the first time because we want to save time. Then we also give awesome service, and then the most important is that we guarantee that service delivery. So if we don't have the right service partners to deliver that service, then we can't guarantee that service. And because we don't ask a deposit, the customer pays us 100% upfront. We keep that money in a trust account until that job is delivered to the satisfaction of the customer. And that must tell you that this service partners doesn't get a deposit. If they don't deliver the service, they don't get paid.
Wow.
So what do? They deliver that service awesomely. And it really works for both us and our service partners because we fix their cash flow and we help them to run their business properly with awesome service.
So what would you say is the essential difference between, let's say, finding a service provider online versus using the app?
Exactly that. Because we guarantee that service delivery. And the customers find that the service partners will disappear. If the job was not done properly, they will disappear with your deposit, which can be anything between 30 to 60%. But let's forget about the money. It's just the inconvenience that you have. And that you must now speak to a service partner where we can do that for you. We know what we're talking about. And with our partner where we sit with his money. So
it's
it really
also having that mediator in between who's there on your side.
On your side.
Right?
And both the service partner as well.
True, true.
So we protect both parties to ultimately deliver that awesome service. And we can do more than one quote for the customer, which you never can get. You must go to all the different partners. And then the trust. We vet those service partners. We know who comes into your home. We know that they're credible. And that also gives you trust in the comfort of your home.
All right. So where are your services available and where can people then get in touch, get the app, and of course start using it?
Let's start where we are available. It's Pretoria, Johannesburg, Cape Town and Durban. And where do you get our beautiful app is on your App Store or your Play Store. And you go and you search Snappy Home and our little popular hand will come up. It's an app that's free and voila, we're in the palm of your hand and you can book any service and we can be there within 2 hours.
Simple as that.
As
Thank you so
easy
much,
as
Sasha.
that,
Much
in a snap.
appreciated. And as you heard it, at the click of a button, you can keep your home looking brand new without all the blood, sweat and tears. So download the Snappy Home app and make your life a little bit easier.
Snappy Home. We make life a little easier.
Well, still to come on your Feel Good Breakfast show, we're taking a look at the day in the life of a game ranger.
All right, very, very interesting indeed. And then once again, great music from this man.
Yay!
Who's loving life with us this morning. Sarama said DT this morning. Stick around for that performance. He is phenomenal after the break.
Welcome to Tropica Island of Treasure, Maldives. Now is your chance of a lifetime to join your favorite celebrities in paradise and have the chance to become famous like them. Plus the chance to win your share of a smooth 1 million rand. Are you ready to come party with us in the Maldives? The more Tropica you buy, the more chances you have to win prizes, fame and fortune. Grab a Tropica for details. Hope to see you in paradise. Tropica, nothing smoother.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back. This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show on a Thursday morning, Expresso on SABC3. And here to perform a track off of his upcoming EP called Can You Hear Me Calling? Here is Serame Siditi. Unbelievable. Man, what inspired that song? What inspired that song?
That song is inspired by daily life of a black person in a township. So I thought it was easy song to come because it reflects on my life and the life of my neighbors, the people who are down in the streets that are dusty and cold, you know. So that's what inspired the song. Day-to-day people, as they call them, common men.
Yeah. When you go back in your day, what inspired your voice? Because there's this unyielding passion and power in your voice that just seems like it could go to the heavens. Just wow.
I used to hate my voice because I don't sound the way I sing. So I used to hear people say, "You got a beautiful voice." I'm like, but this voice that I'm talking with sucks. and finally, I started singing and performing publicly, and people started falling in love with my voice. And I'm like, I have to be my fan before everybody. So I became my fan. That's why we're here today.
Well said, man. And all of your fans can catch you. Go Makufe. On what date are you performing?
Please, I'm performing on the 7th on Makufe main festival alongside the legends and the upcoming legends. And I'm one of the upcoming legends on the 7th of October, Makuve Main Festival.
Check him out at Ramesi DD on social media. Thank you so much, my brother.
Thank you guys for having me.
Die nasionale netwerkverskaffers het 14 dae tyd om op eise insluitende gratis SMS'e, data wat nie verval nie en bekostigbare data en ligtyd te reageer. Dit volg op die Right to Know groep wat vroeër van dese week by die hoofkantoor van die selfoonnetwerkoperateurs oor die buitensporige hoë datakoste betoog het. Die Suid-Afrikaanse Federasie van Vakbonde sê dat hy die burgerlike groep se betoging ondersteun, aangesien dit alle Suid-Afrikaners se reg is om oor bekostigbare kommunikasie te beskik. Statistiek Suid-Afrika het bekend gemaak dat die verbruikersprysindeks se jaarlikse inflasiekoers vir alle stedelike gebiede in Augustus 2017 tot 4,8% gestyg het. Die koers was 0,2 van 'n persentasiepunt hoër as die ooreenstemmende jaarlikse koers van 4,6% in Julie 2017. Pryse het gemiddeld 0,1% tussen Julie 2017 en Augustus 2017 gestyg. Op die internasionale front, 'n sterk aardbewing in sentraal Mexico het die dood van meer as 200 mense tot gevolg gehad. In die hoofstad Mexico-stad is talle geboue uitmekaar geruk. Mediaberigte lei dat minstens 30 mense, waarvan die meerderheid kinders was, dood is toe 'n skool in mekaar gestort het as gevolg van die aardbewing met 'n omvang van 7,1. Aansienlike skade is ook in naburige state aangerig. Mexico is vatbaar vir aardbewings. Vroeër van dese maand het 'n skudding van 8,1 in die suide van die land die dood van minstens 90 mense veroorsaak. En dan ten slotte, orkaan Maria het gister enorme verwoesting in Puerto Rico aangerig. Onderweg daarheen deur die Karibiese eilande het die orkaan die dood van minstens 2 mense veroorsaak. Die gouverneur van Puerto Rico, Ricardo Rosello, het inwoners gewaarsku om gereed te maak vir die ergste storm die afgelope 100 jaar. Minstens 500 skuilings wat 67,000 mense kan huisves is beskikbaar gestel. Orkaan Maria is die hewigste storm wat die Karibiese eilande sedert 1932 getuister het en is die tweede van sy aard wat die eilande die afgelope 2 weke tref. Well, that was your 8 o'clock news update. Here's another look at what's happening in the world of sport.
Thank you so much, Leanne. Let's quickly take a look at your sport headlines for one last time on your Thursday. Starting off with soccer news this morning. Kaizer Chiefs beat Maritzburg United by 2-0 in the Premier Soccer League last night to hand United their first defeat of the season. Chiefs walked away with all 3 points up for grabs thanks to a brace from Gustavo Paez, who grabbed a goal in each half. Elsewhere in the PSL last night, Wits fell to Amazulu by 3-0. Arrows edged Equena 1-0, while Baroka beat Celtic by 2-0. Then Manchester United moved through to the 4th round of the English League Cup last night after cruising past Burton Albion by 4-1. Despite Burton getting a goal back in extra time, the game was already wrapped up by the 60th minute as United raced to a 4-0 lead. Then in other results from round 3, Man City edged West Brom 2-1. Chelsea put 5 past Nottingham Forest, while Arsenal beat Doncaster by 1-0. Then the South African women's soccer team will be in action today as they take on Zambia in the semi-finals of the COSAFA Championship in Zimbabwe. Manjana booked their place in the last 4 after finishing top of their group ahead of Botswana, Lesotho and Namibia with 2 wins and a draw. South Africa's match kicks off at 1 p.m. this afternoon, while the other semi-final sees Kenya taking on Zimbabwe, and that's at 4 o'clock this afternoon. And then lastly, the Commonwealth Games Federation announced yesterday that potential candidate cities have until the end of the month to submit their bids to host the 2022 showpiece. Now, Durban was set to become the very first African city to hold the Games, but were removed as host back in March after failing to meet certain financial requirements. Now, while Britain's Birmingham City is currently the favorite to host the 2022 event, Malaysian capital Kuala Lumpur and Victoria, Canada are still in the running. And that's a wrap of your sports here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show for your Thursday morning.
Well, let's take a final look at what to expect on your roads. It's quite busy this morning. We start off in central Johannesburg. On the M2 eastbound, there's been an accident that's near Rissik Street exit. You can expect heavy delays from Main Reef Road via the Crown interchange. Then in Edenvale, the earlier accident on the N3 northbound after the Galulis interchange. That one's been cleared. However, you can still expect heavy delays from the Elands interchange. And this is also affecting traffic on the N12 and R24 westbound heading towards Galulis interchange. Moving to Fairland, another accident update on the N1 northbound in the left lane after the 14th Avenue exit. It's also causing heavy delays from Gordon Road. Then in the Western Cape in Lansdowne on the M3 northbound, traffic is slow moving. That's between Racecourse Road and the N2 highway. That's where we leave your traffic on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Just a couple of minutes past 8 o'clock. Let's quickly get a last update on your weather right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And it seems that most parts of the country can expect an early summer's day today with warm temperatures and partly cloudy conditions. Very, very hot in certain places. I'll run you through. Polokwane begin op 11 grade minimum en 'n maximum van 27. Mbombela 15, 28. Pretoria 13, 29. Johannesburg begin op 12 grade minimum en 'n maximum van 27. Mahikeng 15 en 'n warm 30. Klerksdorp 15, 32. Kimberley 18-34, Bloemfontein skop af op 13 en styg na 32 grade, Richards Bay 20-29, Pietermaritzburg starting off on 17 with the maximum 30, Durban 20-25, Mthatha 17 and a very hot 35 degrees later on today. You can also expect some thunder showers. East London 18-26, Craddock on 15 and a very hot 35, Port Elizabeth 14-25, George 13-27, Sutherland 9-25, Cape Town 13-21, Worcester 9-27, Springbok 9-29, and Uppington kicking things off on 20 minimum this morning and an absolute scorcher of a day, 37 degrees maximum today. That's a wrap of your weather here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show for your Thursday morning.
Well, it's time for us to catch up with what's happening on social media. We've got Lesotho's rising star, Serame Siditi, in studio. We wanted to know from you, what did you think about his first performance? Let's see what you had to say. Mapotiane says, I am so happy for him. I remember him from Idols. He was one of my favorites. Nathan says, wow, great song. Even if I don't understand the language, music is a truly universal language. The man got skills. Latabo says, what a good song. Truly speaking, Expresso makes us one united nation with different cultures with beautiful songs. Oh, I love that. And then Patty says, morning, it's good music, especially Makoti. And then Ayabonga says, what a great performance. Makoti, that was amazing. So I think everybody's pretty much on the same page. Serame Siditi absolutely blowing us away on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Well, it's Instagram Thursday with Vodacom's Make Your Day. Get free data to post your favorite selfie, food, or fashion pics, and that's on Instagram. And today, you also can win online shopping vouchers by visiting the Vodacom Instagram page to take part in their Regram to Reveal competition. Now, to make your day, simply keep a positive data balance on your Vodacom SIM card, then dial *111*634# or download the latest version of the My Vodacom app, and remember to opt in daily so you don't miss out on up to 1 gig free data every day. Now, for more info and T's and C's, visit vodacom.co.za.
Yeah, there's still lots more to come on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. You tell us, bro.
Absolutely, man. Let me kick off, man, right in the solar plexus there. Anyways, we're going to find out. We're going to find out what it's like to be a game ranger, what that means as well. We have Dennis in studio. He's going to run us through that, and also the horrible effects of poaching as well on our environments.
Absolutely. We'll also take a look at actresses that are taking on the hashtag Be Bold, Go Gold challenge. If you want to find out what that is all about, stay tuned to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. We'll be right back on your solar plexus.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso, right here on SABC3. It's time to head into the wild right now. Now, poaching is a real problem affecting animals all over the world, and we often bring in experts to tell us a bit about why we should care about this and what these animals mean to the environments they live in. But what we don't really know is what the first line of defense against animal attacks is. Now, game rangers are incredibly important, and unfortunately their line of work is quite dangerous. Not only do they work with wild animals, but they are also the first line of defense against the deadly poachers. Now, joining us this morning in studio, we have Dennis Potas from the Fairy Glen Game Reserve to tell us a bit more about the life as a game ranger. Dennis, thank you very much for joining us this morning, man. Lovely to have you. Yeah, man. Once again, I think you guys are doing phenomenal work. I mean, I don't think you get the recognition that you deserve, but this is why you're here this morning. So let's talk about it. What is the real difference between a game ranger and a conservationist?
Well, a game ranger's primarily their work is all about the animals, the maintenance, the reserve work, just with the animals. Then you get the different one that is a field guide. A field guide is more to educate guests on game drives and nature walks, and a conservationist is primarily just to promote conservation and, of course, the natural resources. Yeah.
All right. So the game rangers are the one that should be wearing a badge, like a sheriff. That's who you guys are. So cool. Run me, as a game ranger yourself, run me through some of your duties, exactly what your work entails.
Well, it's all about the well-being of the game.
Okay.
And the caretaker of the game. There's a lot of different aspects on a game reserve. Defense lines, bush clearing, fire prevention, all the basic stuff with nothing to do with clients, just the wildlife, the wild side.
So that is where you guys
are. Law enforcement and those type of things.
Okay, you see the badge, you see, I knew it. You know, a lot of people might not know that I've got a big love for the bush. You know, I grew up in the northern parts of the country as well, Johannesburg, and, you know, lots of traveling with my dad and family into the wild. So a game ranger was one of those things that it always attracted me as a child, and was something that I possibly wanted to pursue, but obviously I went in a different direction. What are some of the things that you undergo to become a game ranger, and a successful one at that?
Well, it's a tertiary course that you need to do, a diploma in nature conservation, or either game rights management. It's usually at one of the institutions. It's usually a 3-year course, 2 years theoretical and 1 year practical in the bush. Yeah.
Okay, so there's quite a bit of studying involved.
Yeah,
of
course, there's a lot of stuff that comes with it, advanced weapon handling, and those type of things.
Okay, and then of course the experience. I mean, and then the experience. Awesome. Dennis, lovely to have you this morning. Thanks for giving us a glimpse into the life of a game ranger. You're not done yet. We've got a lot of talking still to do. When we come back with Dennis, we are talking about these majestic animals right here that you see on the screen, our beautiful rhinos. Stick around for that. You can also call us with your wild-related questions, 021-430-9881. That is the question if you want to ask Dennis anything around being a game ranger or just our wild in general.
Thanks so much, Ewan. Now, a child battling cancer can be a tough journey, and it's often financially and emotionally draining. This is why CHOC Childhood Cancer Foundation South Africa provides support for these children and their families. Now, to spread awareness, CHOC has challenged local celebrities in their Be Bold, Go Gold campaign, and a local actress took up the challenge in a very personal mission.
Taking quite a literal leap of faith, TV personality and actress Phumeza Madebe decided to push herself to new heights by taking on an urban bungee jump for the Be Bold, Go Gold campaign for CHOC Childhood Cancer Foundation South Africa.
Today's challenge is all about bungee jumping. We are in 4 ways here at Plate Height. Bungee jumping is a person jumping from up there, which is 50 meters, and he jumps downwards head first, connected by a string on the ankles.
The Be Bold, Go Gold campaign by CHOC is part of September, which is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month. And really the request is to create more awareness, but also do it in a sort of a fun way where you are challenging yourself as our kids are challenged throughout their time during treatment. We're here to do the Be Bold, Go Gold challenge for Phumeza. She's taken on the challenge to face her fears of being afraid of heights.
I've never bungee jumped. It's my first time. How am I feeling? I don't know how I'm feeling. I just said my prayers, asked God to forgive all my sins, just in case I'm going to meet him today. That's how I'm feeling. Woo, that's hard.
By buying and wearing a gold ribbon from Chuck, you can show your support to children with cancer. And this type of support is something Pumeza has personally experienced.
This campaign is very, very close to my heart because my son, who is now 4, was actually diagnosed with cancer. Eye cancer. He lost both his eyes because of it, but he's good now. He's in remission, he's alive, he's happy. Had I known, had I seen it somewhere, maybe I would have picked it up sooner, I don't know. But I think just, bringing that awareness about is really, really important. Gold is the color for childhood cancer, and September is Childhood Cancer Month. It's just being bold and doing something that will make people raise up their heads and be like, why are you doing that? And then you say, this is why I'm doing it. So it's about bringing awareness. I think Chalk is also trying to, bring that about to say, if there's symptoms or anything, this is where you can go. All of that information is very important. So this is why we're going to all these extremes to sort of say, be bold, go gold. I chose the challenge. I don't know why I chose the challenge, but I thought it would be fun when I was told, okay, this is what we're doing. You can choose this, that. And I thought, okay, bungee jump. And then I don't know. Why did I choose this challenge?
I'm scared. Can I please change my mind?
50 meters above the ground, the ladies needed serious motivation to make the jump, but only one completed the challenge. So what happened on the platform?
No, I just kept on looking down and I was scared and I didn't want to do it anymore, and I've changed my mind. I went through a counseling session with the guy at the top. It was so bad. But at the end it was amazing. I'm glad I'm on the floor though. I'm glad I'm on the ground.
Pumeza, she tried so hard, but she did make it to the edge. Some of the people, they don't even make it there, but Pumeza, she was so strong, but she didn't have the guts to fall off, but she tried a lot, like a couple of times, 3 times, but she did try.
The head jumper was great. He tried to motivate me, it's the whole trust thing, have faith, and, don't do something and leave it in the middle and all of that stuff. It worked the first 2 times, and then the 3rd time I was like, okay, I have to decide if I'm going to do this or not because this is torture. Standing on that edge alone was like the longest 5 minutes of my life because it felt like I was going to fall, and then I don't know what was going to happen after that, but I wasn't willing to find out. I'm sorry, Chuck.
Although Pumeza didn't make the jump, she still helps Chuck in their mission to offer support for families and children bravely battling cancer.
Now, the 28th of September, Expresso will be hosting a telethon in partnership with Clover to raise funds for Chalk. Now, this money will be used to purchase a brand new Chalk house that will provide accommodation close to hospitals so that families who travel from afar can receive proper cancer treatment for their children. The Chalk houses are a home away from home, and the children and parents find great support among others who share their experience. So, help children battling cancer by helping Chalk to give them a place of comfort and support Expresso's telethon on the 28th of September.
Now, tomorrow is a very important day. It's the 22nd of September. It's World Rhino Day, putting our beautiful rhino, which I consider part of our heritage, I can say, under the spotlight and why we should look after them. And we have Dennis with us this morning from the Fairy Glen Game Reserve just to talk about these majestic animals. Dennis, thank you once again for joining us this morning. You just handed me this book, Higgins and Lady. What is this book about? This is very, very cool.
Well, this is the 2 rhinos that is on our reserve. They were poached in 2011, and we managed to pull them through. Living wonder. Yeah.
Okay, cool, man. And people can get their hands on this little story. I mean, it's such a, almost called a love story.
It is a love story. It's a bit of tear and a lot of smiles at the end. Wow, man. A lot of hard work went into that book. Yeah.
I can just imagine, man. And
at the reserve, you can get it at the reserve, Fairy Glen and Worcester.
Okay.
It's on the website, everything, yeah.
Awesome stuff. Higgins and Lady. Man, I can't wait to read this. Thank you very much. Okay, cool. So let's talk about our beautiful rhinos. How many species of rhino are there? I think a lot of people only think you get the black rhino and the white rhino.
Yeah, we got the black and the white in Africa. And then we got the greater one-horned rhino, which is in India. He's more like a water swim like a rhino, almost like a hippo rhino.
Rhino.
And then in Asia, we get two types. The Sumaratan, which is the hairy rhino. It's about 100 left of them in the world.
Wow.
And then you also get the Javan, which is between 61 and 63 only left in the world, also in Asia.
So all of these 5 species, you know, across the board, they're all endangered.
Oh, everybody.
That is very, very sad and shocking at that. Okay, so let's focus on South Africa. How many rhinos do we have left in South Africa? Because, I mean, reports have been surfaced, you know, the numbers are on the rise, but they are still on the endangered list. That's still a very, very big problem. Do we ever see a future where they are not on the endangered list?
Well, I don't think we're ever going to reach that point. In the early 1900s, there was only like between 50 and 100 white rhino left in South Africa. Good conservation, game farms, management, all those type of things helped us to bring up the numbers of white rhino between 19,700 now to 21,000 approximately. Black rhino, a bit more, less, 5,000, 5,400 left.
Really?
Yeah.
That is very, very scary. And I mean, this is, you know, you can't stress enough about the importance that game rangers do in terms of, you know, just providing support and protection for these rhinos as well, and also the anti-poaching units that I know is in the field. So a big hand of applause to them as well. But the rhino horn in itself, I mean, we spoke about, we know that, you know, this is what they're obviously after. What is it about the rhino horn? Just once again, I mean, we hear these stories constantly.
Well, the horn consists, is made out of a protein called keratin.
Right. Like your nails.
Like your nails on your hair. Yeah. It's the same thing. And the core of it is between calcium and melanin. Now, in the Chinese, Japanese, Japan, all those countries, there's a big myth. They think it can do something to your body. From cancer to blood pressure to epilepsy. In Vietnam, some millionaires make a powder out of it and drink an alcoholic drink from it. Really? So but it's all ridiculous. It's been proven over and over and over again. It's got no effect on a human body.
Oh, wow. All right. Well, thank you very much, Dennis. Crazy information. 5,000 black rhino around there. That is shocking. Well, call us with your wildlife-related questions. Our lines are open, 021-430-9881. We have Dennis here from the Fairy Glen Game Reserve. Also, check out this book that you can get at the reserve, A Love Story of Higgins and Lady. Very cool. Dennis will be back with us in just a bit.
Well, still to come on your Feel Good Breakfast show, we are continuing our Into the Wild chat and talking about the dangers of being a game ranger. If you have a question or comment, you can give us a call on 021-430-9881.
And then we're also going to spend some time in the kitchen. 6 fruits, 6 vitamins, 1 smoothie. We'll see you after the break.
So good.
I'm a dreamer, a doer. I know the hustle. I just need my money to hustle for me.
Let your money hustle for you. Get a bank account for R5 per month and bank on the Nedbank app without using any data. See money differently. Nedbank.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. You tune into your Feel Good Breakfast Show. This is Expresso only on SABC3. It's Into the Wild right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show with Dennis from the Fairy Glen Game Reserve. We're talking about being a game ranger. We just unpacked the dire situation around our rhinos just ahead of World Rhino Day, the 22nd of September. That's tomorrow. But right now we're focusing back again on game rangers. A very, very difficult and also dangerous job dealing with wild animals, and then you have the threat of poachers as well. Dennis, once again, thank you for joining us this morning. Our lines are also open if you want to ask Dennis anything, maybe about becoming a game ranger or what they do in the wild. 021-430-9881. That's the number. All right, Dennis. So there's many articles out there of game rangers, you know, being killed or injured with by the animals that they work with. Of course, they are wild animals. Does it ever become too dangerous for a game ranger to be in a certain scenario, or is this what you guys do? You are just up front and center.
Up front and center, the more dangerous, the more we like it, yeah.
Special breed of people,
yeah.
You guys.
Well, it depends on the situation.
Okay.
We get trained to assess every different time you go into the wild. It's different.
Yeah.
So it's more difficult to go into certain times where, like, lion is feeding. It's a dangerous place.
Yeah, so
when elephants got a baby, rhinos got a baby, that is not a good time to go too close.
Yeah,
so it depends on their temperament. It's just like humans. You get your good day and you get your bad day.
Yeah, I see, and it's up to you as a game ranger to understand that. Yeah, to understand that. I mean, I had the opportunity to take an orphaned rhino for a walk, you know, once before, and it was amazing because I mean he was used to human interaction, but man, gets the heart pumping still because you never know what he's thinking. So it's not only the wild animals that poses a big threat to you as game rangers. Of course, poachers a big issue as well. Having the big five as well, like you were saying on you know, your game reserve Fairy Glen. How big of a threat are they really to you guys, the poachers, if you are now out in the field?
Well, I think down in the Western Cape, we are not that, in that sense, so, what do you call it, gevaarlijk for us.
Yes, yeah.
But more in the Kruger National Park and those areas, where the areas are much bigger, these guys know they're criminals.
Yeah.
They're coming to poach what we love.
Yeah.
And of course, that's the issue for us, and of course, if they know they're going to get caught, they're going to go to jail. So they will protect themselves and they will shoot, and we will shoot back.
And you guys are, you know, the first line of defense. You are there, you are in the field. And this is why it's incredible, the type of work that you guys are doing. But you're also responsible for the safety of tourists, you know, for, you know, civilians coming through to the resort. What are some of the measures that you guys need to put in place to ensure the safety of people visiting the resorts?
Well, we got, on the reserve, we got a lot of people walking the fences, see if it's broken, being cut, people monitoring the animals, and then the field guides take the guests. As rangers, we only deal with the animals. So for me, before a game drive goes out, I will make sure they're good and well.
You make sure they're good and well. There we go. So it's only enjoyment from the civilians' part. Thank you very much. We're going to be back with Dennis in just a bit for one last chat. We are heading our attention back to our rhinos and what happens after a poaching scenario. Stick around for that.
I've got to tell you, these ladies that are next to me have been working so hard in our studios. They've just been, they needed some time off on the bed just to relax. So I thought, let's get them back in the kitchen to do some more good work.
Thank you for understanding.
You know why? Because the days are longer and blossoms are blooming. Spring is finally here and it's hit our shores. And so after spending most of winter indoors, hibernating and keeping warm, I think that we all can spend some time, some much needed time in the sun. And we've got the perfect recipe that will not only cool you down, but also add to your beach body gym routine. Yeah, we're switching up your basic drinks this summer with a fruit and vitamin A, C, and E packed clover crush, and it's called 6 fruits, 6 vitamins slim down smoothie that we're going to make right now, which is actually very convenient, very easy to make, and it also comes in the convenient long life product that's hit the shelves very recently. So let's get our daily dose of goodness, shall we?
Yeah, I love it. Okay,
are you guys ready to make it?
We are ready to make it.
The ingredients, please.
So we've got ice. We've also got some amazing smelling ginger over here.
Flavorful.
So I'm going to add the ice. We've got some plain yogurt right there.
Low fat.
Some low fat plain yogurt.
You got to get some of that in there.
And then we've got some pineapple. Pineapple is, of course, very good for you as well.
Have you guys designated each other as the hander over and the pourer?
I'm the hander over.
This is as much cooking as I'm going to get
Zoe is the pourer in.
It's my kind of cooking.
There we go.
Everything in there.
And then some frozen
Making a
pineapple.
smoothie is not cooking, Zoe. Come on.
Where's the
Wow, there we go.
Where's the lid? She's still looking for it. You gotta get the
And yeah, first
the whole part about is that we're
crush.
making 6 vitamins and 6 fruits. Come on, get it in there. All right. And so you might be
talking about the 6 fruits.
Yeah.
What are they?
So it's firstly it's a 100% fruit juice blend. We've got orange, peach, pear, pineapple, lychee, and lime juice.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, packed with 6 vitamins:
And
A,
vitamins? Yeah.
B1, B6, C, E, and nicotinamide, if you will. Yes,
Oh,
yes.
okay,
For those of you who are that way inclined, yes.
Okay, so we've got all the ingredients in.
Get it in there.
Is this the button?
That's the one. Do it now.
Here we go.
Just crushing
See,
the ice.
this is what happens when you lie on the bed for extended periods of time, and you forget how to work the smoothie.
Yay! I think we're good.
You think we're good?
Yeah.
Do you want to check?
Oh,
Because it's got to be
lovely.
nice and smooth.
It's totally
There
sweet.
we go.
And
The good
then
thing
we've got
about-
some orange for garnish.
And the good thing, what I was saying about this, is that if you're making it part of your summer body routine, it's got no sugars or sweetness added to it. And of course, you can get it in the UHT range, the long life packaging that has been launched last year. So it can last for extra long
I love that.
in your pantry as well, if you like it. From 500 mils to about 1.5 liters, you got it all there. Ladies,
Can I give you
taste
one?
away.
You
No,
guys-
you
Thank
go
you.
in.
Go for it. You
I'm a
taste.
generous host.
Okay.
There we go. Cheers,
You're
ladies.
hosting. Thank you. You guys don't actually trust
do
us,
the
but it's
Instagram.
amazing.
Hey, it's summer. Do it.
Oh wow, it's fresh. It's
Yeah,
good.
go. Hey, girls,
Good.
girls on summer vacation, no filter. We woke up like this. Hey.
What's the keyword though, if I want to get this?
Okay, SMS the keyword Clover to 33728 and we'll send you the ingredients list so that you can make this at home. And then you can also enjoy this summer hashtag no filter. Yes.
Fun in the kitchen indeed. We are back now though. One last time with Dennis Potters from the Fairy Glen Game Reserve. We're talking about being a game ranger, what that entails, and also what our situation around our rhinos are currently. We have also our pups joining here this morning. They're chilling without us. Dennis, thank you very much once again for joining us. For our last chat, let's focus back on our rhinos. Of course, World Rhino Day happening tomorrow, the 22nd of September. I think a very, very important day for these animals. Shocking statistics, only 5,000 black rhino left in the South African wild, which is very, very scary. But when it comes to, oh, there we go. We have a call. I've just notified. Joseph, good morning.
Morning, sir. How are you?
Good, thank you. All the way from Bloemfontein. What's your comment for Dennis or question?
Yes, what I want to know is what are the requirements to be a game ranger?
Okay, so we covered that a little bit earlier on. In case you missed it, Dennis, if you just want to run
It's a
it through.
tertiary educator at one of the institutions. It's either diploma in nature conservation or game range management, which is usually a 3-year course. One year practical in the end and 2 years theoretical in the beginning. Yeah.
All right. There we go. Joseph, thank you very much, man. So, yeah, I'm sure your good friend Google can also help out as to where, which institutions can help you out, but it is a qualification that you need to go and get. All right, thank you, Joseph. Right, so rhinos, once again, poaching, obviously a very, very big issue. For rhinos to survive after an attack, I mean, is it possible? How often do they survive after a poaching attack?
Well, they don't survive too often. If you want to come see how they look when after survival, you can more than welcome to come to Fairy Glen. We've got 2 living wonders walking there. It's a difference when they're getting darted and then axed, or getting shot and then axed. In the Kruger National Park, where the area is much bigger, they use guns and they shoot. At our reserve, which is a bit smaller, more intact, sound is a problem for them with shooting those big rifles. So they use the tranquilizing gun, which is much softer. And they left him for dead.
Wow.
Axed them and left them.
Yeah, and this is also like a story that you see on the book there about Higgins and Lady. Yeah. Now, can rhino horns grow back after, like your nails? We said the same kind of substance.
It depends on how deep they axed them.
Okay.
Our rhinos was cut so deep that actually the airways were opened up. It's not a good sign.
A traumatic experience.
Yeah, it was not nice. But when they dehorn them, they cut them a certain length, and then of course they will grow back.
Okay.
It's like your nail. You cut your nails, and they grow back.
But
if you damage the bed at the beginning of your nail, they won't grow back.
There's no chance. All right. But I mean, the big thing is, I mean, the rhino horn, that is their defense. That is how they defend themselves. So without the rhino horn, I mean, does that render them completely defenseless out in the wild?
I believe so, yeah. We've seen it on our reserve. The male Higgins that we have on the reserve, he was a very aggressive rhino. I was really scared of him in the beginning. Now he's defenseless. He will attack and then suddenly will realize he can't attack anymore. He doesn't have a horn. How are you going to protect himself?
Wow.
So you can see it in his whole being a rhino has been taken from him.
Yeah.
He's just a 2,000 kilogram lump walking
Animal,
in the field and feeding.
And that is where it becomes very, very sad, because you want these guys to flourish, you know,
Yes.
naturally in the wild with their horns, because they
Of
look
course, they
beautiful
need the
as
horn
well.
to break bushes, and
That's
they
the
need
thing.
the second horn to protect their eyes.
Yeah.
So, yeah, without a horn, I think that they are pretty much defenseless.
That is why we need to look after these incredible creatures. Dennis, thank you very much.
That's
We
a big
admire
pleasure.
your work, and keep it up, man. Keep our rhinos safe, and also thank you very much for keeping our civilians safe and giving us great experiences there. Dennis from the Fairy Glen Game Reserve out in Worcester, and absolutely amazing what these gentlemen are doing.
Well, we're taking a quick break on your Feel Good Breakfast show. When we get back, what's happening?
Summertime in my
I have
mouth.
to tell you, Zoe, because some people live the best lives, decided to explore Bodrum on a yacht. Absolutely
We'll bring you
amazing.
day 3 of Bodrum, and then of course we'll also meet the Instagram, the owner behind the account at South Africa after the break.
At my mouth is so good right now.
And you can chew it at the end.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. This is Expresso on SABC3. It's a Thursday, and it's not just any Thursday, it's Instagram Thursday, and Vodacom wants South Africa to experience the power of the internet, which means that today you get up to 1 gigabyte free data to upload, edit, and share all of your favorite pictures on Instagram. Now, with Heritage Day fast approaching today, we are talking about South Africa. The South Africa Instagram page, managed by Craig Rodney, has a passion project to show just how wonderful and amazing South Africa really is. And Craig joins us this morning. Thanks for being here, buddy. How are you doing, man?
Good, and you?
Good to see you. Doing very, very well indeed. I want you to tell us first about where and why you decided to start the @South Africa account. And who gives you the right to do so? No, I'm joking. Of course you can
So
do
it's
that.
funny, when I started, I actually didn't think I had the right.
Really?
Yeah, I was convinced that I was going to get a phone call from some deep voice person going, you need to hand it back. And the phone call never came. I mean, I was lucky enough to get the actual username at South Africa,
Yeah.
which is, as far as the main names go, it's a really good account to have.
That's very, very clever thinking.
But it started just over 4 years ago. I wanted to do something passionate in the Instagram space. I'm not an artist. I'm not like a massive creator, etc. So, but I love South Africa, and I thought, you know what, it's a good civic project, you know, to promote South Africa, to show the world what this country's about. And so I went to go see what was being done on the South Africa username, and nothing was being done.
Wow.
So I managed to get my hands on it, and I just started featuring other people's photos. I started finding beautiful photos of South Africa, and I was like, that deserves to be profiled, and so I'd feature it and credit the photographer.
Yeah.
And it pretty much exploded. It started going crazy, you know.
Dude, it is absolutely one of my favorite accounts across all of Instagram. You know, more than anything, the fact that it just celebrates my country, and I love it for that. Tell me about the fact, do you have regular contributors on the account right now, and how does it work? How do people get their stuff featured?
I do. So there aren't. There are guys that get featured regularly because they're really good photographers, and they have an eye for telling kind of South African stories in a way that makes universal sense, right? But absolutely anyone can get featured. I mean, there's been probably 1,000 different people featured. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
If you tag the South Africa Instagram account, I look at every photo that I get tagged in. If it's a photo that I think I want to share, then it'll go up and you'll get featured.
Yeah.
For the first year, I asked permission from everyone.
Okay,
Every single person, I was like,
can
hey, can I feature? Because I was quite nervous, copyright, etc.
Of course.
But no one ever said no. So
Yeah.
I went with the assumption that if you're unhappy, tell me, I'll take it down. But otherwise, we're good.
Okay. So how do you think Instagram should fit into your business model if you were actually thinking of using it as a marketing tool and actually thinking of driving traffic to your website or driving traffic to your business? Where should it actually fit in?
So I think Instagram should play a pretty big role, right? For no other reason than the number of people that use Instagram.
Yes.
Right? People are passionate about Instagram. It's not a casual social network. It's not something that has a passive part of your day. I think a large number of people spend a lot of time on Instagram consuming the images, reading the captions, really being invested in the stories that you're telling. So if you're a brand that you've got a story to tell, that's my favorite photo, by the way, ever.
Yeah.
If you've got a really good story to tell and you're able to inspire your audience, there we go.
What on
See,
earth?
even you were featured. I told you.
Crazy.
I'll feature everyone.
That's madness. Yeah.
But if you've got a really cool story to tell and you're able to inspire an audience, then Instagram as an inspiration platform is amazing.
Yeah.
Instagram themselves as a business are getting better at being brand friendly.
Yeah.
So in the early days, you couldn't put links into captions, you couldn't link out. It was very much an isolated community. And it turned a lot of brands want to drive traffic to their website.
Yes.
Instagram didn't used to be good at it, but it's getting a lot better.
Yeah.
Now with the addition of stories, like, kind of Snapchat stories on the back of Instagram.
You can swipe up and
you can swipe up and you can go
website.
straight to websites, you can drive deals, you can run campaigns. So Instagram themselves have been smart and made it a lot more brand friendly.
Yeah, Craig, thanks for joining us this
It's a
morning, man.
pleasure.
And thank you for making us even more proudly South African, especially with Heritage Day coming around and driving the South Africa account on Instagram.
Absolute
man.
pleasure.
Much respect, man. Listen, so your chance, of course, to make your day, and it's very, very simple. All you got to do is keep a positive data balance on your Vodacom SIM card and then dial *111*634# or download the latest version of the My Vodacom app, and then, of course, opt in daily to get up to 1 GB free data every single day. For more terms and conditions and info, visit vodacom.co.za.
Now, if you want to visit the vibrant country of Turkey, the best and easiest way to travel is flying direct from Cape Town to Istanbul with Turkish Airlines. Now, while you're there, you absolutely have to visit the coastal town of Bodrum. It's the ideal destination for travelers who want to get a proper taste of a seaside lifestyle.
Because of its coastal location and mesmerizing water, it's natural that Bodrum is extremely popular as a boating area and is known for its many yachts.
Bodrum's coastline has many little marinas. I'm excited to get a taste of what life is like on the water. Just take a look at this beautiful boat behind me. I'm ready to get on board. What do you mean? Where are we going?
After that little ship tease, at least Zoe won't be a fish out of water as she's ferried to something far more impressive. The area has many beautiful yachts available for charter, and Zoe will be a guest aboard the Trippin, a 20-meter long Turkish wooden gullet.
Turkish Airlines really pulled out all the stops when they arranged this beautiful yacht for me to go and experience. Ali, thank you so much for having us on board of this gorgeous yacht. I'm looking around and the Trippin stands out. Can you tell me a little bit more about her?
Modern classic design. This was built especially for charter. So she has 4 en-suite cabins with air conditioning, bathroom, shower. We prepare all the food and everything on board.
Now, apart from living and sailing in luxury, what else can people do on board?
They eat good food. First, I'll tell you that for a week. They see lovely places, ancient sites, 3,000–4,000 years old. Bodrum is a big boating place because of the beautiful coastline. It's nice sailing, nice steady winds, safe. And there's a lot of national park protected areas, so it makes it a unique, relaxing holiday.
We sailed from Bodrum town to a place that they call Aquarium. It's where only boats anchor. The water is turquoise. Party boats arrive, they come and they go. And you can really spend as much time there as you want to. And a great place to go take a dip into the ocean.
What makes Aquarium Cove so special is that the only way to reach it is by boat, and its calm water is perfect for swimming or snorkeling.
You've been a skipper all around the world. Where did this journey start for you?
I've been doing it for a long time. I'm commercially working as a charter skipper 30 years, but my seamanship is 45 years. I was born in New York and also studied in New York, but my parents moved from New York to Istanbul with a cargo ship, and that's how I was introduced to the sea.
You've traveled most of your life between continents. What is it about Turkey that made you decide to settle down here?
It's a lovely country. What I like is boating here, sailing, the coastline, the most beautiful coastline. Also the weather conditions and everything. It's a great package for me to live here. Good food, nice people, history, whatever.
This gem on the Turkish Aegean coast is the stuff dreams are made of, and a slice of sailing heaven. See it for yourself with Turkish Airlines.
Now, if you'd like to enjoy and explore Turkey as much as I did, all you have to do is pay attention, because Club Travel, they are offering an 8-night package that will introduce you to some of Turkey's most special locations. And they're offering it to the Expresso viewers for only 12,170 Rand. And for more info and to book your trip to Turkey, visit clubtravel.co.za. And what's more is you could win a trip to Turkey courtesy of Turkish Airlines. All you have to do is tell us why you would love to explore Turkey. Head on over to Expresso Morning Show on Facebook and comment on the competition post. The prize includes 2 flights to Istanbul on Turkish Airlines and a 3-night stay in the city. The competition closes on the 21st of September. That is today, and terms and conditions can be found on expressoshow.com. Turkish Airlines, widen your world.
All right, now, if you're a fan of food or cooking reality competitions, you'd know that they're not entirely a new concept. In fact, culinary competitions are a staple of the food industry, and none are more prestigious in South Africa than the Unilever Chef of the Year, where chefs can really test their mettle and challenge themselves to reach their culinary dreams. Check it out.
With a 40-year heritage of helping to define the careers of game-changing chefs, the finals of the 2017 Unilever Chef of the Year competition went beyond the expectation of excellence.
Everybody looks at this competition as a trend-setting place, the place to watch. Most of the chefs that compete and win this competition go on to belong to the South African national culinary team. And I must say their careers just seem to bloom. And I learn from my judging. I see new ideas, new concepts, new techniques.
The Chef of the Year is the biggest competition in the country, if not in Africa. It opens up doors for you. You can go overseas, you can go wherever. The doors just open from you if you won Chef of the Year.
Culinary industry professionals enter and are selected to compete in regional rounds across all 9 provinces. The top chefs from the regional rounds go on to compete in the national finals in junior and senior categories.
You're coming into a kitchen, your space is small, your equipment is different. The environment is different, and you've got to prepare for all this, you know, for every eventuality. And then you've still got on top of that, produce a world-class meal. All the odds are against you, and, you know, may the best person on the day win, you know, and it's usually the most organized. We judge you on your kitchen hygiene, your ability to work in the kitchens. So there's many scores and many facets that will come to the overall winner.
We're looking for creativity. We're seeing what the guys are doing with the Unilever product, how they're incorporating, how they're changing them, how they're adapting them and using them on the plates.
It's fun, it's gets your day out of the kitchen, running around. All I have to say to myself, stay happy, stay positive, and it's just nice meet and greet and just to see what you can actually do in 2.5 hours.
It's quite short, and obviously we're trying to push ourselves to get as many components, ingredients and textures on the plate, so that's the biggest form of pressure.
Along with the individual categories, Chef of the Year also has a team competition where teams must create a 3-course menu for 8 people with wine pairing and themed table decor.
So you've got a team of 4 people. There's one manager, there's 2 people in the kitchen, and then there's one waiter. So there's one person who's ultimately responsible for the team, has the first 30 minutes writing the menu with the team in the kitchen. Thereafter, we'll be managing the process outside and looking after the table. The guys have only got 2 square meters today, and on that 2 square meters is their hob, so they've got very limited space to work with. They need to plan and work very neat and tidy, otherwise they're losing lots of points today.
The standards were extremely high. I've been judging this competition for 6-7 years now, and I think it's never been that tight. And it's got to a stage where actually we as tasting judges are as nervous than what the contestants are, and that's really, really special.
We're very proud to do this, but it's also about giving back. So we give back to the chef industry, because this is the time that the chefs can connect with each other. And the second reason why we do this is for the young chefs. And we're very proud that we can send the winner of the juniors to France. This is also our way of investing in the industry and looking at the future.
The year's winning junior chef was Terra Lekopa from Joburg, but it was Cape Town who took top honours, with Jean-Pierre Linferna de la Motte winning the senior chef category and the team from the 12 Apostles winning the team competition.
Accolades for the hotel, accolades for the individuals. It means a lot for all of us.
It's just something like over the top. We weren't actually expecting it. We're just so happy to be here. We had a really good time.
It means that I can inspire other people to enter as well, because now I've got a chance to go to France. I mean, that's something else. It's a 2 Michelin star restaurant, so you have to understand the levels of plating, of cooking, everything is on top. It's going to open a lot of opportunities for me, so yeah, that's what I'm very happy about it.
It feels amazing. It's been a long journey. I've been wanting to do this competition for about 11 years. It's the first time I've done it, so I actually got there and I'm amazed with the results. Our careers are so busy, life is so busy, but you know, don't let it get in the way of you wanting to do something, because if you don't put yourself out there, you won't get there. So you just need to push yourself.
For these impressive chefs, their hard work has paid off, and the taste of victory is one to be savoured.
Every Friday, it's Winner Home on Afternoon Express, South Africa's premier interior design reality competition, proudly brought to you by Private Property, where you can follow the journey of 3 competing design duos as they decorate 3 homes, 1 room at a time. Now, if you vote for your favorite design duo, you stand a chance of winning the grand prize worth 3 million rand. Your choice of one of 3 completed homes at the Eye of Africa Golf and Residential Estate, as decorated by the design contestants, with finishes by Plascon and Caesarstone and premier appliances by Grundig. Now, you're also automatically entered to win incredible prizes in the bi-weekly giveaway. And the current prize is a Grower Eurocube Sink Mixer Professional, valued at over 12,000 Rand. All you have to do is follow all the fun and excitement on Winner Home, and you could win big.
This is your chance to win the home you've always dreamed of. SA's favorite interior design reality competition, Winner Home, sees 3 design duos transform empty spaces into lavish homes, and one of them could be yours. To enter, visit privateproperty.co.za and vote for your favorite design duo. Put yourself in line to win amazing prizes in the bi-weekly draw and automatically be entered for a chance to win the grand prize, your choice of one of 3 fully designed homes in the Eye of Africa Golf and Residential Estate in the south of Joburg. The finished property will include luxurious finishes by Plascon and Caesarstone, as well as premier home appliances by Grundig, with a total prize value of more than 3 million rand. Competition details plus T's and C's can be found on the private property website. Watch the breathtaking properties come to life as the design drama unfolds and stand a chance to win the biggest prize on South African television, your very own dream home.
Well, get those entries in and make sure you keep it locked. We'll be right back after the break.
To celebrate the 10th anniversary of a direct flight between Cape Town and Istanbul, Turkish Airlines has a special gift for you. Flying direct from Cape Town, enjoy a stopover in Istanbul and get complimentary accommodation while you take in the spectacular views, incredible food, and do a tour or two before making your way to your destination. It's the perfect break on your travel adventure. So come and enjoy the country known for its hospitality and good food like I did. Turkish Airlines, widen your world.
It's my feel-good breakfast show. Welcome back to your feel-good breakfast show one last time on this Thursday morning. And listen, we've had a fun day. It's been amazing. Sarah Messi has been absolutely amazing. And tomorrow we keep it going because Garth Taylor is going to be making music on your feel-good show, and it's going to be amazing.
Oh, and speaking of amazing, we'll also have the cast from Vaselinki in studio with us. Wow. We'll be catching up with them.
Wow, music, movies, and now jokes. We've got some Friday funnies with Angel Campy as well.
Look at the dogs. They are ready to just loll out. Just laugh out loud, dogs.
Still loving life.
Yeah, man. So on that note, we're also braaiing tomorrow, of course. Yeah, lekker braai. So we've got movies, we've got
we'll
music.
Be celebrating Heritage Day.
What do you have?
Jokes.
Jokes and braaiing. Yeah, exactly. So Heritage Day coming up. Jan Braai is here making some pork neck.
Like I said, Jan Braai.
Jan Braai.
Yeah, because Heritage Day is coming up this weekend.
Exactly.
And listen, of course, as always, we leave you with a very, very important public announcement, public service announcement. You know it's a Thursday. Go out there, do your best, but just don't be that guy. Don't be. Don't be the guy. Don't be that guy.
You probably felt the need to help the team out.
Guys, we'll see you tomorrow. Have a lovely day. Be safe out there. Bye.
Expresso Morning Show, made with love by Clover.
Another feel-good production.